Raw, next on USA.
Oh, if only things were still that great. Wouldn't that be nice? Happy Monday, everybody. What's going on? We are 1 minute till the top of the hour here, and Raw's about to kick off. How y'all been this week? I brightened up the room a little bit, opened up the windows. Maybe it'll help with the picture a little bit. Try something different, you know. How do I sound? How do I look? What's going on? Look good to me. All right. Hello, hello. I'm going to go down to the chat, say hello to everybody. I don't think tonight's going to be that great of a show, dudes. I mean, what do they even have announced? They have the Ronda Rousey match, which is interesting only because she hasn't wrestled on Raw yet. What else? I mean, there's no Brock. They're in fucking Jacksonville, Florida tonight. Pretty sad state of affairs that we're 2 weeks away from SummerSlam, and there's really no reason to watch Raw tonight, so at least we have each other, right? So, yeah, and it would be really nice if La Femme Nikita came on next. So, yeah, we'll see. Man, 20 years ago, Raw was a lot more fun. Was it not? I actually found that because I'm doing a special video for Barry. He did another one of those Patreon requests where I'm putting together a video review just for him, which is available to everybody, by the way, who wants to pledge. But I went back in my own collection to find the Monday Night Raw that he wanted me to review, and I was looking at all those little intros after Walker, Texas Ranger, because I taped all of those by myself, by hand, all those years ago. So I have a whole lot of extra footage of Walker, Texas Ranger, and La Femme Nikita, and what was the other one? The cops on the bikes, Pacific Blue, all that shit back in the 90s. And of course, the token Wings reruns on the USA Network. All right, so anybody have any idea what Raw's kicking off with tonight? We're going to get a Roman Reigns promo or a Paul Heyman promo or what the fuck? They are in Florida. Roman Reigns is going to get cheered because they're in Florida. I don't know. I've been to Jacksonville, man. That's a rough part of Florida right there. That's a grim bunch. So they might be just dumb enough to cheer for Roman Reigns, but you never know. We'll find out, right? I just hope the crowd's good and not boring. I don't care what the hell they do. Just make it interesting.
You may be Brock Lesnar's advocate, but you're under contract with the WWE. So if Brock Lesnar doesn't end up in that ring tonight...
Yeah, I think all the Raws are available on the network, but I have them all in my own collection, so I kind of like watching the original uncut versions, minus any edits that the WWE might put in there.
I think tonight, Brock Lesnar...
It's fucking backwoodsman. Oh my god, a magazine.
About the WWE Universe. Brock Lesnar is scheduled to be here tonight. Stephanie asked me to remove...
Just found my channel. Thanks for stopping by. Right now, for those of you just tuning in, they're just doing a rehash of all the Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, Paul Heyman stuff from last week. And when, I'm no bigger fan of Roman Reigns really than anybody, but I loved it when he punched the shit out of Baron Corbin. Fucking hate that bald fucker. Yes, I just insulted somebody for being bald. You heard correctly. Don't be alarmed. What's our audience looking like? We got anybody in here? Oh yeah, over 100 people. 130-ish. Last week's Raw watch-along was, like, incredibly, like, the numbers are really down. What's the word I'm looking for here? It was not a very good stream. We didn't even have very many views, so I don't know what the hell was going on. Usually there's a bunch of people in here. So hopefully tonight will be fun. Hit that subscribe button, and please hit that like button as well. It would be a big help if you did so. And some of you, like the guy just above, Crazy26, that are just joining me for the first time, mash it. Elbow drop that subscribe button. And thank you for doing so there, Crazy. I mean, I really don't know what we're going to get tonight. They're doing this rehash of last week. That's why I'm talking over this. We got the Rousey match. We got Sasha and Bayley again, I think, tag teaming up against the Riot Squad again. So we got to get that turn maybe tonight or next week. What the fuck else? Seth Rollins will probably have something to say after what happened to him last week. After Balor got beat and then beat up by Corbin last week. I don't know what he's going to be doing tonight. And who knows what Roman's going to have to say either. And goddamn, if Lashley sings again... I don't even think I mentioned that in my last episode. Fucking horrible. And there's Kurt Angle eating an F5. Yeah, I kind of agree. Tonight might be a skippable Raw. Faux show. But at least we can all just watch it and hang out together. Make fun of this bullshit. Alright, pretty good audience in here so far, yeah. Just checking our noise levels and shit. What'd you say? Deluxe Man is live too? Oh, cool. I always thought I was the only one up here doing this on Mondays. Maybe I'm starting a trend. I'm a trendsetter, y'all. Do you think WWE named Corbin Constable Corbin just so the fans could call him Constipated Corbin? Seems like something WWE would do. They would, like, trick the fans. Vince loves his potty humor. What's going on, Tanvir, who's staying from the UK? Thanks for staying up late. Or getting up early. Pretty sure you're staying up late. I don't know. Did they haven't done the intro. The Raw intro, you mean, in a while? I don't know. I barely fucking pay attention. Yeah, I guess I haven't seen the intro in a while. I don't know. Who knows? Does Paul turn on Brock at SummerSlam? I think WWE's trying to make us think that. Otherwise, why would they do that shit last week? But between Heyman and the briefcase, something's going down in that main event. Alright, Angle's out there talking about Rousey. Corbin looks like a douche.
Other former UFC champions, Ronda has no problem competing on Raw. I don't have to beg her, or she doesn't whine.
Well, thanks, because I can't really get through this without all of you either. So I'm glad we have each other. Y'all want to all hold hands?
Wins or loses tonight, or beats Alexa Bliss at SummerSlam.
Oh shit, I forgot. I still got my SmackDown graphic up. Fuck.
Superstar on Raw that shows up each
Get
week
that off of there.
is a champion
Whoopsie.
in my book.
Whoopsie.
I wish I could say the
That was
same
from last week when I did a SmackDown
Roger.
review.
I need to get this off my chest. Brock Lesnar has no class. You saw what he's done to the WWE Universe. To the Universal Championship. To me.
Kurt Angle.
Okay, I'm a man of my word. It says Paul Heyman was able to get Brock Lesnar down to the ring before the end of the night last week. Paul Heyman's job is still intact. Now, he will be
I'm also texting, by the way.
young later on tonight. But as far as Brock Lesnar's attack on me, this is what I'm gonna.
Oh, there's Roman. All right, let's take a listen to the Jacksonville reception for Roman here. Sounds the same as every week. Greg bloopers. I know. I forgot I came up here last week and did a show after SmackDown. Oh yeah, that's another one of Michael Cole's favorite things, right? The most polarizing. Oh fuck you, Michael Cole. Your asshole is polarizing. Hate you. Remember how happy we all were when the announcement was made that Jonathan Coachman was going to be joining the announce team and Booker T would be out? I kind of want Booker back. I always liked Jonathan Coachman. Really never had anything against him, but all of a sudden, like, I'm almost in agreement with the fans that are, like, annoyed by him. I hate to be annoyed by him, but I think I am. Let's get Booker back out there. At least Booker was off his fucking rocker and made for some entertainment from time to time on the commentary team. But Jonathan Coachman, he's just... he's got a lot of that Byron Saxton-ish shit to him, you know? I would be totally in favor of a spiced up Roman Reigns theme. You know, that's another thing that didn't do John Cena any favors. We had to hear that annoying fucking song for 15 years straight or whatever it is. So Roman, you know, maybe not change it completely, but maybe, you know, kick it up. Add some flavor to it. I mean, it's basically just the Shield theme. You know, when Shield broke up, he kept the theme.
You know,
They should tweak it slightly. I agree.
But you should have known better. You should have known better.
Should have known better, Kurt.
The big dog out. Who's gonna protect the yard?
It's not an actual yard, Roman.
Nobody. And that's why Brock Lesnar ragdolled you all around this ring last week. What are you smiling at? What are you laughing at?
Punch him again, Roman. For once, I'm on your side. Fuck Corbin.
Getting beat down, what did you do? You just stood there, didn't you? And then what happened? As soon as Brock looked at you, what'd you do? You ran. You ran.
Exactly,
like a
Dawn.
scared little old-
You could shut the commentary team off and we wouldn't have any trouble figuring out the storylines. They don't need to be there to tell the story anymore.
From the top down with the WWE.
They're just there to promote what the fuck is on the network and shit.
Down.
And to blurt out the nicknames of all these fucks.
You're not gonna say what I think you're about to say. Please tell me y'all aren't gonna suspend Brock Lesnar indefinitely. Please tell me you're not gonna try and postpone this match at SummerSlam, man. You cannot do that. Listen,
What's the point of suspending Brock? That would be stupid.
I made sure that Brock Lesnar did not get suspended. And I made sure that you will compete against Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship at SummerSlam.
We know that.
I just hope you kick his ass. Wow, that's a soundbite. That's also really.
All right, so how long is it going to take for Kurt Angle to make Roman Reigns versus Baron Corbin here?
Besides, you can't play favorites. And if Brock Lesnar was here, he'd what? He'd do what? He'd look at you one more time so you can run off like a coward again? I didn't run off. I chose.
I mean, it's either going to be one-on-one Corbin and Roman, or a couple other guys are going to come out here and we're going to do a tag.
Plus, I'd already competed that night. I was worn out from beating little tiny Finn Balor. You know the
But Brock, I mean, when was the last time he was on TV? Even if he's suspended, it doesn't matter. He's not on TV anyway. What's the difference?
Unlike you. And I mean, I'm pretty much already doing everything around here. I can't possibly think of anything else I could do. Well, you could have acted like a man last week.
Thank you for the super chat, Danny Burney.
Act like a man.
Could Heyman go face and be put with Ronda? I think Heyman can be put with somebody.
You shuffle
As a face with Ronda, I don't know.
after week,
Be interesting, but I'd like to see Heyman kind of maintain his role
your show.
and manage a badass. That can be Ronda.
Is the commissioner
I don't know, it might be more fun if Ronda was heel. But I don't think WWE wants Ronda heel.
Stephanie put me in place
Too much publicity and public appearances and shit.
for your every move because you can't be trusted. You're right. I just make the matches.
Oh yeah, so I'm gonna make Kurt or Corbin and Roman.
And you know what? I see a match right here.
Well, I'll be damned. Who would have saw that coming? Kurt Angle, you're so
I want a referee to come out here
unpredictable.
right now because Constable Corbin is going to take on Roman Reigns, and the match starts right
I love when Kurt gets excited. He cracks me up.
This is not fair to Corbin. How's Corbin going to ring the bell?
Well, Corbin, at least you're in your ring gear already. You already got your little vest on.
As we await for the official.
Oh, he gave Roman the receipt for the punch last week.
Corbin didn't wait to yell.
So,
He took a shot.
how much money are we going to put on Corbin to win this match?
Cheap shot. After this match was made official by our general manager here tonight in that right hand, shocking Roman. I'd say this quote-unquote cheap shot from Corbin is warranted. The constable
Is it over already? You guys are a little bit ahead of me. Is Roman going to spear him right here?
job properly. And now
Or Superman punch him?
to the constable's down. Here's the cover. Up in a leg.
I
Official.
was about to say, no way. They're not going to do that unless he spears him here. I don't know. They don't want to end this in 10 seconds. Corbin's finally got some credibility. I mean, he beat Balor last week. Clean, didn't he?
View of Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, you don't want to beat him in 30 seconds here.
Continues live next.
I'm no fan of Corbin, but you don't want to do that. All right, we're going to commercial. All right, so that match is not going to be over that fast.
Get any more delicious.
Yeah, that would do. You know, when fans bitch and complain about burials all the time, you know, most of the time they're not even right. That's a situation where if Corbin would have gotten pinned by that Superman punch, I mean, that's the fucking definition of the word, especially after they're giving Corbin a little bit of a push. I hate him. I hate his fucking face, but it's great for him, this role. You know, this corporate Kane-ish type of role. It's the most significant thing he's ever done on the main roster. He didn't do shit on SmackDown. Even his Money in the Bank was a fucking farce. So, this is the best thing and most interesting he's been as a character. And the fact that he annoys me means he's doing a good job. So yeah, let's not beat him in 1 minute, please, WWE. WWE? Pardon me, I'm getting a few text messages tonight, too. Hopefully it's not work-related. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of sad that Ashton, like, I just want to get to SummerSlam. Like, I'm not even looking forward to, like, next week. The video that I'm going to be doing here for Barry, I'm going to be reviewing the Go Home Raw to SummerSlam 1998, 20 years ago. And I remember watching it that night and going back and reliving the show here. Like, we looked forward to it. We couldn't wait. Oh, my God, one more Raw until SummerSlam. What the fuck's going to happen? And so much did happen. You know, when it was like that for so many years, now it's getting to the point where, like, can we just get through these fucking Raws and get to SummerSlam? And that's sad that that's the way we think. But WWE makes it hard. Oh, sorry, I'm texting at work. Yeah, I really shouldn't be doing that. You know, and at this point, it's not even like the writers, yeah, are part of it, but it's not even like the writers at this point. You can't even blame this shit on the writers. You can just blame it on WWE's philosophy, how they do things now, how they book TV, what their priorities are. And their priorities are different than what they were 20 years ago. And you combine, you know, kind of the shitty writing and the overly scripted stuff, and it's turned into this same shit in and out formulaic nonsense. And it's just an overall, I think, like, philosophy now that the writers are just falling in line with that. If the writers were given creative leeway and say, go out there and tear it up, you know, just keep it within our, you know, our PG rating, but, you know, go crazy and do whatever you want, then they could probably come up with some good shit. But they're kind of directed, you know, towards a certain direction to just make shit suck. And hell, if you're a writer back then, you know, I mean, or back there, you're making money, you got a good job, and you got a good position in the company, it's not going to really do you any favors to ruffle any feathers. Like, if you come across something that you find stupid, speaking up could actually hurt you behind the scenes politically. So I think a lot of the writers, like a lot of the talent, are just sitting there collecting a paycheck and fucking existing. You know, like doing just enough not to get fired kind of thing. Where if you make a big stink and you're combative and confrontational and you're fighting for shit in creative meetings, you're going to be looked at as a nuisance and they're going to get you the hell out of there. So it's kind of a lose-lose for everybody. It's just not the same, you know. Back in the day, there was like 4 writers or some shit like that, and it was a lot more, it was a lot smaller. But now it's like, you know, there's a steady stream of Hollywood writers and TV writers coming in and out of the company now. Some guy, I mean, I read some of the names of the writers, I'm like, who the fuck are they? I never even heard of them ever. So, or back in the day, you knew, like, Brian Gewirtz and Carano and guys like that. You know, you would hear those names from time to time, and you knew there was only a few of them. But now it's a fucking mess. The company used to be so small that you would recognize the security guards. I mean, even the hair and makeup people, you know, you would see sometimes behind the scenes from time to time, and they'd be the same ones. All right, so, I mean, Corbin's obviously going to lose here, but at least he's putting up a fight, right? I know, everybody's been calling Corbin a server or a waiter or something, or a bartender. He does, kind of. In some snooty-ass steakhouse or something? Yeah, he totally does. Yeah, there's been a lot of talk about, like, what Vince finds amusing and stuff, and I would like to think that there's enough people working in WWE, enough people around him, you know, Triple H doesn't have to worry about being a yes man. He can tell Vince when something's stupid. So, I mean, it's kind of all... I'm relying on Triple H at this point to be the voice of reason, because he's the only guy whose job really couldn't be threatened. You know, if he's... if he has any, like, disagreements with Vince McMahon, where some random writer... You know, Vince is like, ah, God damn it, that's hilarious. And the writer, like, in his head is saying this is fucking stupid. But he's like, of course, Vince, of course it's hilarious. Yes, we'll do it. Yes, sir, whatever you want. So, you know, Triple H is one of our last hopes to step in there and say, okay, let's not do this. That's dumb. But it's probably quite the shit show behind the scenes now. I've been lucky enough to be backstage at, like, a Raw before, like, 25 years ago and shit. And what it could look like back then compared to what it probably looks like now... It's probably unrecognizable. It was so much better. There's just too many fingers in the pie, you know. Too many people involved now. I seriously doubt Lesnar came down to Jacksonville, Devontae, so you ain't fooling anybody. The people in this stream, my audience, they're not dumb. Well, we got a couple hundred people in here. And by the way, smash that like button. Got 51 likes. Try to get me up to 100 here before the next commercial break. Hook me up. And if you have not yet subscribed, please do. And if you are subscribed, click that bell. Get the notifications, because that's a big part of it now. You know why a lot of YouTubers have lost views, and you guys might not be seeing videos when they are uploaded. So make sure you click that bell too and subscribe, all that good stuff. Put a ticker up here to remind you. Oh, well, thank you for that. Super chat. Not necessary, but I appreciate any amount, no matter how big or how small. You're awesome. Yeah, I agree. I am over the drive-by kick. It's one of those things that, like, were pretty good when you saw it for the first couple of times. You know, Roman can deliver some good ones. He can deliver some bad ones. I always get a kick out of the name, though. You know, WWE, you know, fucking PC, PG, WWE. They're calling a move the drive-by. Triple H doesn't want Chyna in the Hall of Fame because kids could Google her, right? Well, what if a 6-year-old kid at home watching Raw right now says, Mom, what's a drive-by? It's a fucking different. I just can't believe they even name it that. I personally don't care. I just think it's funny that they name it that, but yet they won't do so many other things because it's not PG. So whatever, WWE. But yeah, it's a lot like Dean Ambrose's little slingshot fucking clothesline move in the ropes. I loved it. First couple times I saw it, I thought it was innovative as hell. And then after a while, I'm like, I never want to see that move again. The Miz, who's on TV right now in a Miz and Mrs. commercial. I remember I used to really like his running in the corner clothesline. You know, it's one of his signature moves. And the first time I saw him do it, even when everybody hated him back in like 2006, I thought it was a pretty cool move. Now I don't want to see it anymore. So the drive-by is kind of in that category of shit that was sort of cool, but got old quick. I think Roman Reigns is better in the ring than Dean Ambrose, Hubert. I actually do. I think he's been in more big money, big match type of situations. He's worked with a shitload of different types of opponents. I mean, shapes and sizes. He's worked with like AJ and Daniel Bryan, but he's also worked with Cena and Strowman and Brock and Joe. You know, just monsters. He's got to work. When you're on top like that, you got to work with a lot of different guys, you know. And he does it, and for the most part, delivers. You can't look at his matches and say they're like horrible. It's just we hate seeing him in there. I don't. I mean, I probably remember if I saw it. MVP had to move the drive-by. That was right around the time that I started losing track of all the different nicknames for the moves of the wrestlers. And I'm like, this is getting ridiculous. Nowadays, it's crazy. I mean, Charlotte has like 5. Finn Balor has a few. Seth Rollins with his sling blade and falcon arrows and, you know, donkey punches and all this shit. Like, I can't keep track. Too much. So now it's like I'll try to remember the names of the finishers, and that's all I'm doing. That's all WWE's getting out of me.
Automatically adjusts on each side to keep you both comfortable. And snoring? How smart is that?
I think the first time I noticed it was with the Hardys. And the whisper in the wind, and the poetry in motion, and all this shit. And I'm like, oh, Lord. Shit's getting out of control. Much like the tattoo situation in the NBA. Out of control. Yeah, a lot of wrestlers have multiple finishers now too, which I'm actually cool with. I'm cool with somebody having a submission and a pinning finisher, but just not even finishers, just signature moves, just shit they do in matches. It would be like Bret Hart back in the day. Bret Hart would have his like little 4 or 5 sequence of moves to set up the sharpshooter, Russian leg sweep, middle rope elbow, just random straight vertical suplex. He did another one too. Something else, and then he would set right up. Oh, backbreaker, and then he would go into the sharpshooter. So then, instead of like having all those moves, then you got to name each one of them. The Hitman elbow, and and all this shit. I'm so glad that it wasn't like that back then. Gorilla would just call the moves, suplex, beautifully executed. Not some silly ass nickname.
Gentlemen, I have been so impressed with Constable Baron Corbin tonight. He has been in control of almost this entire match.
I don't really hate Michael Cole. I just hate his voice. I hate him on Raw. Oh, gee, that was a pretty stiff post shot. I didn't even see that the first time. Michael Cole, I'm going to give him shit all the time because it's fun. But at the same time, everybody's like, get rid of Michael Cole. That would solve nothing. You know what would happen if they got rid of Michael Cole? They'd put somebody in there less experienced than somebody in that position, and he would still have to say all the same shit that Michael Cole says. He would still have to say big dog every time Roman came out. He would still have to say boss time whenever Sasha came out. He would have to exhaustingly plug stupid bullshit. It would just be some other douche. The only guy that would maybe be tolerable would be Mauro Ranallo in that situation, but he would still have to. He's just better in NXT. Let's put it that way. Moving to Raw would risk the fans not liking him. So somebody's got to be that voice of WWE and get over and plug all that shit that they need them to do and say and the buzzwords. And Michael Cole is just that guy. So he's a very important gear in the machine, but still a gear that if they lost, they'd put somebody else in there that we would also hate. So might as well just stick with what we have. All the announcers are driving me crazy. Even Corey Graves bugs me sometimes. Yeah, glad to catch me live. Thanks, Screaming Mime. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. We are half an hour into Monday Night Raw. 2.5 hours left. Actually, over 2.5 hours. Can y'all stand it? We got about 250-ish people in here right now. All right, we're almost up to that 100 like mark. You guys can get me there. I said next commercial break, so hook me up with a like if you're watching, and please subscribe. The video I did, my last episode, I randomly came up and did an on-camera episode for 509. It's got like 20,000 views on it, randomly for some reason. I uploaded it like 2 days ago. YouTube is funny. I don't get it. I don't get it. Alright, what's Roman doing? He's just standing there? Is he setting up for this bullshit? Alright, this has got to be the finish here. Oh yeah, see, what's that one called? Deep Six? Oh yeah, I'm sure he's gonna win. Deep Six. Ooh. Alright, so Roman's got to do some sort of a kick out here. Some sort of a counter to some bullshit where he'll land in the corner and then nail him with a spear or hit the ropes. I don't know. Let's get to it, boys. Wrap this up. I don't think we're going to see any interference here. I think we're going to get a finish. If we get interference, who the hell's going to interfere? Brock's not there. Balor, I suppose, could, but why would he?
Reigns has been absorbing a tremendous amount of punishment, and that punishment continues. Boy, these two are just going back and forth, back and forth. Oh, Corbin had the end of days in mind.
How long did that first promo last? How long's this match been going on? Feels like 20 minutes. Maybe 15. Oh, cameraman took a blow. Oh, no way. Corbin, kick out of that. Yeah. Does it? He does. Near fall after near fall in this match. Michael Cole does say that a lot.
Either way, Reigns was able to counter. Now whichever man can get to his feet first will most definitely have the upper hand, as these two men have now been going, what, guys, about well over 20 minutes?
Yeah, Cole, or Coachman, I just asked that. 20 minutes? Pretty long match. I mean, I found myself half bored with the Balor and Corbin match last week, but it turned out to be a pretty good match. One of the best matches on the night. Maybe the best one. And Corbin won. Going back to those NXT days, would you ever think that Corbin would essentially have a bigger spot on the roster than fucking Balor? Dale Harper, not much has happened so far. Kurt Angle promo, and he announced Roman and Corbin to open up the show here, and they've had a pretty good match, and Corbin is powdering out now. Is he just leaving? Or is Kurt going to come out there and make him go back? Or maybe this is where Balor shows up. Oh, there's Balor. Speak of the devil. Yeah, I was about to say, why would Balor interfere in the match? So Corbin running away now makes more sense. Now Balor can chase him back in the ring. He'll eat a spear. Well, Corbin, you're fucked. Get your ass in the ring, Baldy. I mean, so is this going to mean... I'm guessing Corbin's going to eat the spear here, right? This has got to be the end. Ugh. Roman, don't do that before the spear. I'd appreciate it if you never did again. All right, this match is over. I mean, now what does this mean? Are we going to get Balor and Corbin again at SummerSlam? But why would we even need to do that? Seems like the Demon coming back is not really an option. So Balor and Corbin one more time at the pay-per-view. I mean, are we going to go to commercial here, and then when we come back from commercial, Corbin will be backstage talking to Kurt Angle, wanting a match with Finn Balor or something? And that's, I mean, and if they make that match again, that's kickoff show shit right there, because there's no, unless there's a stip, you know, unless there's the Demon, there's really no reason for that match to even be on the main card when we've seen it like 2 or 3 times on Raw already. Just in the last month. Oh, did you see that girl? Did she just do the fucking psych out to Roman Reigns? That's hilarious. Did y'all catch that? Oh, Balor's in the ring now. What's he gonna do? That's pretty funny. That girl's got some balls. That was pretty funny, actually. Ha! She'll be the talk of the internet. Let's make a tweet. Let's Twitter it. Twitter something. There's Ronda. Looks awfully happy. I haven't even opened up a beer yet. Sunday nights are my nights to always go out with my friends, so I'm always out on Sunday nights. And sometimes I don't feel 100% on Mondays. So I'm going to take it easy, but I'm going to crack open a cold one here in a minute. When is this Rousey and Fox match going to go on? Is this the main? Oh, Bobby Roode. Staring at yourself. You look awfully happy for a dude that's fairly relevant. Mojo Rawley, are you kidding me? Yeah, Catherine, that's what I've been saying for years. I think that's why Bobby Lashley's not facing Brock, is because he gets no reaction and fans go fucking out of their minds for Roman. A lot of it's hate. Yeah, well, I mean, if that match main event, it's not going to be Alicia Fox that is the reason it's main eventing, but I think it's cool for her. It's a nice little feather in her cap. She can say that she main evented Raw, but really, it's Ronda's first match on Raw that's the draw, you would assume, but who knows? Otherwise, they're going to do that tag match. Oh, that's a possibility, actually. They could do the tag match and have Sasha turn. That's possible. But with Roman already having a match, I don't know who you would even put in the main event. It's got to be it's got to be female related, right?
My $5 boneless green bash has all of this for just $5. Do we really have to choose him to be our next spokesperson?
They sound boring.
Sounds like you're on the fence.
Thank you for the super chat there, Screaming Mime. Bobby Roode bathes in a candlelit room. I don't want to actually envision that, but thank you for making me. Appreciate it. At least I have to envision something that creeps me out that much. At least I got $2 for it, so you're the man. Thank you so much. Yeah, Alicia, I mean, what are we going to see here? I mean, are we going to see an actual squash? I mean, is Ronda just going to tear her arm off in 5 seconds, or are we going to get a contest? I mean, is Alicia going to get any offense in at all? Band, who won, Alicia or Ronda? Alicia won by disqualification when Braun Strowman came down and attacked her and power slammed her through the table. So she's currently being transported to a medical facility for treatment. Word is she's in a coma, so we're wishing her well. All right, Ratnick, that's hilarious, and I'm not going to disagree. Catherine, I don't know. I think the lesbian therapy session is over. I think, what the hell are they doing? This is driving me crazy. So if they're having the match at SummerSlam, if they're going to do it, it's got to go down tonight so they can have 1 week next week to build it, right? I mean, how do you not? And it's all set up here because you got all this, you got nothing else to do. Brock's not there. Roman's already had his match. You know, what the fuck else? I mean, Strowman and Owens could do something tonight, but really, you got kind of an open main event here. You can do anything you want. So, if it's not Rousey, they could do something with Sasha and Bayley and finally do the turn or the split or whatever. And then they can do a promo or a segment next week, hyping it one more time, and then there's the match. But I don't know if they're going to go back to therapy. I think that's over. I think they're both psycho. The way they can hate each other and then love each other so much from week to week, I think they both need to be locked up. I mean, hell, I think we're even way past locking up. I think we're talking voltage. I mean, we need to strap these women to a chair and shock their fucking brains into shape here. Because they crazy. Barry, thank you for the super chat. I mentioned you a couple times already because I'm working on your video. Did he say that when Michael Cole said Big Dog eats my ass? Jesus Christ. Why would Cole say such a thing? And there's been way too many visuals tonight, so y'all knock it off. Bunch of heathens. That's what y'all are. Michael Cole, are you talking? Because I'm not listening. Alright. Good audience in here. 270-ish, 105 likes. Let's keep them likes pumping. And hook me up with a subscribe, too, if you have not yet already. Y'all know the rules. You know what to do. Last week was a lackluster week. Didn't get too many new subs, and the audience was even smaller. Maybe just because Raw sucked so much ass, but the show ain't looking too good tonight either, so hopefully we can hang out and suffer through it together. Yeah, that match with Balor and McIntyre, Rollins and McIntyre, that ended in a DQ, right? And then they had the attack backstage. I mean, there's got to be some time, since they're playing up this 2-on-1 type of shit here. There's got to be a stip to get McIntyre out of it, or something. Or Kurt Angle's got to ban him. Well, there's Kurt Angle right there. Yeah, you might want to ban him, Kurt. Can I do a video about Zeus? That'd be a pretty shitty video. All right, here's Seth. Let's see what Seth has to say. Come on, make it a ladder match.
So I think to myself, Seth, hey, you got a problem. What do you got to do? You got to eliminate Drew McIntyre. But every time I get close to doing that, Dolph sneaks back in the back door and makes it a little difficult. So I came in here to see what we can do because I need to take care of both those guys.
All right, I'll tell you what. Find a partner, and you can take on Drew and Dolph in a tag team match tonight.
Well, that's not good enough. I mean, this is so stupid. Seth Rollins should say, Kurt Angle, I got a title match at SummerSlam. It's kind of important. It's the Intercontinental title. Don't know if you've heard of it, but it's a pretty important belt. I would like to have a chance to win that shit fair and square. So can we get Balor, or can we get McIntyre? Why do I keep saying Balor? Can we get McIntyre the fuck out of this match, please? Ban him, put him in a shark cage. Tie his face to the ring post. I mean, anything. But no. He's just like, go find a partner and you can have him in a tag match. So now that might be the main event. Is this where you bring Ambrose back, though? Maybe. Maybe he comes back now as Rollins' friend and turns on him at SummerSlam. I mentioned that scenario with Roman Reigns. I think Ambrose is a guy that could factor into that, too. So you guys give me a number. What's the number of fucks you give about this feud? Roode and Mojo. What do you think, like 2 fucks? For me, it's probably like a half a fuck. Not even. Sucks about Bobby Roode, too, because I like him. I mean, I love the old school look. I love the old ring robes, man. I love the guys that wore those back in the day. You don't see many robes anymore. Okay, so 0 fucks. All right. You guys give less fucks than me, and I thought I didn't give very many fucks. God, I hate his face, his music. I hate the way he runs the ring. Mojo's probably a totally super cool dude, too. I shouldn't be shitting on him, but boy, do I not care at all about this. Does he really return tonight, though? Minus $3 for you, Catherine? All right. I guess I was being nice.
Arabia at the end of April, and Raleigh has taken control. 6'4", 265 pounds. Former football star. Mojo's an absolute elite athlete, but he has to be careful.
By the way, Catherine, the chat mod, is in here. Go hook her up with a Twitter follow. I'll put the link right down here. Go follow my homie. I mean, is this going to lead to a kickoff match at SummerSlam? Are they going to do some bullshit finish here? Like, I just don't care. My favorite thing so far that Roode has done on the main roster is when he was the Road Warriors with Charlotte in the Mixed Match Challenge. Aside from that, I haven't given a shit. Yeah, poor Roode, man. Poor Roode. I'm not talking about Hogan, dumbass. Unless somebody else was. Call the police. I will too. I'll definitely call the police if they do that match at SummerSlam. I don't know what I'm gonna tell them. It'll probably be like one of those calls like the dude who thought he was dying when he ate a pot brownie and then called 911. I don't know, Ambrose, I kind of thought they would save Ambrose's return for something big, but if they wanted to do kind of like a swerve type of deal, I mentioned this last week, that, you know, kind of how Jim Neidhart did at King of the Ring 94, 24 years ago now. Bret Hart was taking on Diesel, and since Diesel had Shawn, Bret announced that he was going to have a family member in his corner, but we didn't know who it was, and then he came out with Jim Neidhart to back him up. Neidhart helped Bret, saved Bret from losing the title, and then later on turned heel, helped Owen win the King of the Ring, and the whole thing was a ruse. So maybe Ambrose comes back tonight, teams up with Seth Rollins, they beat Dolph and Drew. Everything seems like hunky-dory between the two. They're back together. You know, they could even do a quick Shield reunion, and then maybe at SummerSlam, Ambrose costs Seth the title somehow. But I kind of thought they could do the same thing with Roman. You know, if Roman wins the belt and then Ambrose returns on the night after Raw or something and turns on him, beats the shit out of him, and allows the briefcase holder to come in and cash in.
You love your mom and dad, and they've always been there for you, always taking care of you. But now they could use a hand, and sometimes more help than you can provide. Thankfully, they're senior helpers, experts in Alzheimer's, dementia, and Parkinson's care.
Oh, all y'all shut up about Hogan. You're all stupid. If somebody wants to mention Hogan, go right ahead. And if somebody doesn't like it, get the fuck out of here. You can mention whoever you want in here. Don't start arguing about stupid shit. We're watching Monday Night Raw. And you started all this MF, or whatever your fucking name is. So, if this keeps up, I'm just gonna block your dumbass. Don't come in here and start trouble. Go somewhere else and start trouble on somebody else's channel. Oh, my stream is going to die on me at the same time the cat's going to bother me? That's great timing. Get out of here, buddy. Not right now. Well, I might have to pull up the stream over here because this one, for some reason, just died. Or just paused. There we go. Not right now, buddy. Bad time. All right. Oh, there we go. All right. I think we're getting pulled back up here. At least it's commercial. I'm not missing anything. I'm going to get a backup stream going, though. Oh, all right. Match is back in progress. Phew. I really didn't want to have to miss Bobby Roode versus Mojo Rawley. That would have been tragic. Oh, you like my channel? Good. Then you can hang around. Just stop causing trouble.
No doubt, Mojo is a great athlete. We've talked about his football prowess. He's also very
I never understood, like, the just trying to pick something out of a random comment and then argue about it. That's stupid. Get a life. Yep, there was a run-in by the Meow. It was weird. Right when the stream kind of gave me some problems, he's fucking around down here. I'm like, get out of here. Trying to concentrate. No Crazy, I've not watched any of that. Man, I swear, the biggest waste of money that I have is my subscription to New Japan World. I do not utilize that as much as I should. I miss out on so much good stuff when all I have to do is click on it and watch it. I don't know where Nia Jax is. Is she injured? I haven't heard anything about it, but I also haven't been paying much attention, so she might be. I hope she's not. She could get involved tonight in the Rousey match or whatever. Not right now, buddy. Get down, buddy. Well, this commercial isn't, or this match is now gone through a whole commercial break. We better not get another one. There's a lot of time-killing, time-filling shit here on Raw tonight. Not much. Oh, are you laying on my flip-flop? Are you mad because I kicked you away? Don't pee on it. Yeah, I agree, Beetle. That's why New Japan sucks. I mean, if they had people, if they had like good wrestlers like Roman or John Cena, you know, or No Way Jose, what they could really use is Michael Cole on commentary, you know, and maybe somebody like really smart like a Stephanie McMahon. That, I mean, the sky would be the limit for a promotion like that, but they're never going to be anything good because they just don't have any good wrestlers there. So, yeah. Hey, good question about his knee pads. What's going on there? Why does his knee pads have sparkles? I guess it's the same type of shit as on the back of his trunks. Raw is illegal in Texas. Yet you can take a semi-automatic assault rifle to Chipotle, but you can't watch Raw. All right. Don't guess anything, Rashim, if you're talking to me. Don't guess that I'm a Roman hater. If you listen to my podcast, you would know my feelings on Roman Reigns, and you'd be surprised. Never assume. The best advice I ever got working, you know, is in all my years of employment, never assume. Got a super chat coming in. Rice Jones, thanks, dude. Pretty sure you're a Patreon supporter as well, so you're awesome, and I appreciate it. Are you on Twitter? Put your thing below so I can follow you. When the time comes, do they put Shayna Baszler on Raw as a credible opponent for Rousey or have her as a SmackDown badass? I don't know. Go. All right, Brew just won that match like anybody gives a shit. Good question. I mean, Baszler, it depends on how the rest of her run turns out in NXT, but if she's a really big deal, they might want to keep them apart, kind of like how they're doing with Rousey and Charlotte right now. It's just too big of a match to rush into. So it just depends on where they are, storyline-wise, what they need. Maybe Raw needs a big kick in the butt or something, and they bring her in after WrestleMania to confront Rousey after Rousey wins the belt on Mania or something. I don't know. But again, if they want to try to keep them separate, save the match for down the road, then yeah, they might separate them on the brands. I think that one can go either way. All right, buddy, you're not taking no for an answer. Say hi to the masses. Say hello. Yeah, you did, didn't you? All right. God, every time I stream, you were just up here, up my ass. Oh, I'm sorry, Elias. I'm being rude. I didn't realize you were talking. God, good mic work. He's an asshole. Shh, quiet. Elias is singing. We don't need to hear your voice, Michael Cole. Okay, good. Commercial break. So I don't know what's happening next. What was Elias saying? Are we going to get him next in a little concert or something? Oh yeah, sorry, I did. Okay, forget No Way Jose. Somebody else who sucks. Put them on there instead. Well, thank you, Ramon. I appreciate that. Appreciate all the fans. I don't think YouTube's going to be banning wrestling channels.
It's the 2 for $6 mix and match deal, only at Burger King.
This is not a test or high school science lab. And it's far more intense than
Are they really going to do that? I'm curious how they're going to set the match up, but I'm almost certain that they can have Alexa Bliss survive SummerSlam by having Natalya turn heel and maybe putting off the Rousey title win until Evolution or something. You know, they could do something. I mean, if they want to make it memorable, I'm trying to envision a scenario where Rousey and maybe Charlotte both win the titles at Evolution and then kind of have some sort of champion and champion stare off in the ring at the end of the show when it goes off the air, and maybe it builds to Mania. I don't know, something like that. But the fucking ass commercial is that. But Rousey, I think done right, especially with the Natalya heel turn, they can hold off. They can postpone her winning the belt, I think, until Evolution. It's not going to bury her. WWE just might want to do it there and make that pay-per-view a big deal. Or you have Rousey win the belt now and then build her for a big opponent at Evolution. It could go either way. But they have an opportunity here to have Alexa retain if they want. They're not painted into a corner where they have no choice but to give Rousey the belt. They have an out. Because Rousey and fucking Natalya have been 69ing ever since she came on the Raw brand. So they're basically telling you and dropping all the hints in the world that there's going to be a turn there. And Natalya would make a decent opponent to put in front of Rousey on her quest to the title. And don't forget, Rousey just got there. She debuted at the Rumble. She's only had like 5 matches. So putting the belt on her now, or not putting the belt on her now, is not going to be like a mistake. It's not like she's been working for years and she's overdue. She's underdue. So to me, no rush. Do it at the right time. If SummerSlam is the right time, great, Ronda's the champ. If Evolution is the right time, great, Ronda's the champ. I really don't care. I just want it to be good and be memorable.
According to my numbers, these 28 cheesy bites from Pizza Hut don't divide up evenly between the 3 of us.
Well, I am the president of Titus Worldwide, so I deserve the extra one. I'm the first member of Titus Worldwide.
It was my anniversary.
What the fuck are the 3 of them doing on Pizza Hut? I forgot if it's SNL or if it's Mad TV. There's some parody years ago, I mean probably 10 years ago now, where they spoofed the pizza places putting shit in the crust. And so they start baking everything inside the pizza. Like, if you pay with cash, they bake your change in the bread. They'll bake a whole 2-liter bottle of Pepsi in the pizza. And there's a whole funny-ass parody about it. It's pretty crazy. Look it up on YouTube. I mean, I've seen the pizzas with the hot dogs in the crust. What is wrong with us? The shit we eat. Hello, Elias. Dude, you are passed out. That reminds me. That was beautiful. Nice clap.
And I have one question for everybody here tonight. Who wants to walk with Elias?
I mean, you can't. Elias is anything but boring. Listen to the crowd. They love his ass.
The album is out. I am changing.
Motherfucker's got an album.
On a daily basis, and if you haven't got it yet, you're one of the very few. Okay, some of the biggest names in music are afraid of what I've done. It's unprecedented.
It's unprecedented.
Charge, and I did it all with only 4 songs.
I can think of somebody else that said it like that.
I
Unprecedented.
gotta tell you, just last week my documentary came out. It was
Is that on the network?
WWE Network. And
I gotta watch
you're
that.
not keeping up with
Have y'all seen it? Is it good?
stands for the Walk with Elias Network. I gotta tell you, they tried their absolute best.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
And that's why I've got these guys here with me tonight. We're gonna do the documentary right. We're gonna do it the real way. We're gonna do it Elias' way.
Elias's way. I can live with that.
So right now, I need you all to silence your cell phones.
Silence your cell phones.
Your applause until after I'm finished.
Yes.
Actually, guys, before we get started, how about you come over this way and just get a close up on the fingers, okay? That's where the magic goes down. Everyone's gonna want to see that.
That's where the magic goes down.
Good, good, good.
On the
Right there,
fingers.
Right there. Okay, I just had this idea. You guys should circle around me as you're doing. It's like you're orbiting around the sun, and I'm the center of the universe. You know, I'm the center of the WWE universe. You know, keep it going. That's right. Moving a little slow. You remind me of Bobby Lashley. You know, he couldn't even remember the lyrics to Rockin' Robin.
That was horrible.
Let me get this going.
Is Lashley gonna come out here and fuck this up again and look even dumber than he did last week?
Okay. You know what? I know what it is. It's the audience. Yeah. I mean, maybe you guys can use your CGI or something. Maybe just blur.
Oh yeah, WWE would love me on commentary. You think Vince wouldn't be yelling in my headset a little bit?
Out their faces with a more attractive crowd. That would be fantastic. Okay. Anything
I've been to Jacksonville. Elias ain't wrong on that one. Tens of thousands of people all missing the same chromosome. It's crazy. Boy, they are into it. Where's Lashley to come out and silence the crowd?
Get right over here, okay? What are you doing? You listen to every word I say, okay? Now, last week, that idiot, that punk, that nobody, Bobby Lashley, came out here and he interrupted me and he ruined the whole thing. That's not happening tonight, okay?
Why did Lashley even agree to sing last week? It was so bizarre. And then just to get beat down? He got tricked in that obstacle course, too. The Sami Zayn convinced this guy to run through this thing like an idiot, only to get killed. I mean... I just think Lashley's got too much potential to, like, be purposely made like to look like a dumbass. He's not dumb. In real life, smart dude. Seems like he's just got the street smarts of a fucking infant. Or his character does, anyway. Like, come on, dude. And the crowd goes mild. They don't seem to care whatsoever. Alright, this should be a good promo by Lashley. Why do I get the feeling that this segment is going to require a frosty beverage? Oh my god. Alright, Lashley, you have driven me to alcohol. Thank you.
You're a real funny guy, you know. Once again, my name comes out of your mouth. And once again, I appear. You know what, Elias, I heard you complaining about how bad your documentary is, but you know what? I saw your documentary. And you know, I thought it was an actual depiction of who you really are. I thought it was actually brilliant work. So I don't know what you're out here complaining about.
Okay, okay. Well, listen, yeah, the documentary, it was good. It had its moments, but I gotta say it, at times it portrayed me as, you know, egotistical and out of touch and vain.
Yeah, you're none of those things.
As opposed to what?
What? Okay, yeah, I get it, You're clever. You're funny, real funny, huh? Hey.
What the fuck's going on? What are you doing?
Me, okay?
Something happened behind me.
You shut up, I'm the starting part.
I like that Elias gets to cut his promo with the
Now listen, I know
headset microphone.
you're out here, okay?
That's easy.
You're gonna come out here trying to steal the spotlight from Elias, and it's not happening, okay? On your first day back in this company, you tried to steal the spotlight from Elias, and it ain't happening. Because the truth is, your entire comeback has been a joke.
Lashley is the Nickelback of WWE.
You know it's a joke, Elias? You know I think your boots are a joke. I think your guitar's a joke. I think your bracelets are a joke. I think your scarf is a joke. I think your documentary's a joke. I think your album's a joke. And I think everything about you is a friggin' joke.
I disagree, Bobby Lashley.
My name comes out of your mouth. What I do to you, it won't be a joke.
Hey, Catherine, Lashley, would you? Is he too jacked up for you?
My body's in a bad mood or something, all right? Let's,
Just
move this
strange curiosity.
Maybe we'll go
Like, I know your answer about Elias, but what about Lashley?
We'll go in the back somewhere where we're
And what about that old camera dude?
a guy like this, come on, get out of here, you know, I'm done with you.
If Lashley gets punked again here,
Stick with me, we don't worry
like, you gotta think that Elias is gonna have to get beat up.
I just want to check if the sheets are...
He attacked Lashley again. See, Lashley is, like, you should just be smarter than this.
Interrupted again here tonight.
Like, Lashley's probably gonna make a comeback here, but, you know, Elias is, like, getting everybody out of the ring. Like, Lashley should be ready for him to turn around and attack, and instead he just gets smacked in the face with a clipboard. God damn. He beat Roman Reigns at Extreme Rules clean. Alright, there's a comeback here. I mean, he's just made... I mean, Sami Zayn has made him look like a fucking fool. Elias has done it twice. Almost did it again here. Oh, Kofi over Lashley. Okay, that's interesting. Boy, Lashley, he would stick out like a sore thumb in the New Day. I'll take Big E. I'll take Big E in the Bobby Lashley role before Bobby Lashley. I'm not even a huge fan of the vertical suplex. Nobody will ever do it as good as Davey Boy. Yeah, put your hat back on, Lashley. Well, I mean, at least he didn't get his ass kicked again. But I mean, it wasn't as bad as last week. I mean, nothing will get as bad as last week. That was embarrassing. What the fuck? Paul Heyman, I don't know if he's at the show. This exclusive interview might be via satellite or some shit. All right. So, oh, Cole just name dropped Ambrose. So he's basically saying it's not going to be Ambrose, which is funny because I was just going to say the same thing. I was going to ask you guys, if it's not Ambrose, who is it? Like, who's on the roster right now the best position to team with him? I mean, Balor has already been seen tonight, but he hasn't had a match, so maybe Balor. I don't know who else. But Cole, maybe, it might be Ambrose, if Cole is going out of his way to tell us it's not him. Do we have any direction for the tag title match yet at SummerSlam? It feels like we're going to get some four-way shit. I'm assuming Hardy and Wyatt will not be involved because it looks like Matt might be wrapping things up and be calling it a career. He's pretty banged up and injured, and there's been a lot of rumors he might be done come SummerSlam. So you might have to exclude them, so that leaves the Revival, these two, and the B team. And maybe somebody else. Maybe they do a four-way at SummerSlam. Put that shit on the... oh, Jason Jordan. Thank you. Jason Jordan is a big possibility. I forgot about him. I'm looking at the chat here. I'm like, I see Jason Jordan, Jason Jordan, Jason Jordan. I'm like, oh, shit. Strowman. It's possible, too. Strowman is possible. You gotta think you're going to see him and Owens do something tonight. Rikishi, I'd be fine with that. Max Moon. I'd like to see Jason Jordan dressed up in the Max Moon character. Definitely be more exciting than Jason fucking Jordan.
Fetch me a bear.
Oh yeah, Chad Gable. Another good option. Big Show, I hope not. Lombardi is not even with WWE anymore, so it's not the Brawler. Could be Doink. Could be Mantar. Yeah, so I guess there are some names. So Michael Cole going out of his way to say it's not going to be Ambrose, I think that moves Jason Jordan right up to the top. Again, unless they want to save his return for some sort of a situation where he can screw somebody over, turn heel, or come back in a big way. Chad Gable would be fun. Gable in there with Seth and Dolph. There's going to be some good wrestling in that match. So, Chad Gable will be perfectly fine with me. What's Jinder doing tonight? Are we going to have to see his ass and Strowman again or something? I don't know if it's going to be an NXT call-up. It just seems too random. I mean, it's a match that was thrown together, not advertised. It's not even a significant Raw. It's not like it's a go-home show or anything. It's just a random Raw with not a whole lot going on. I don't know if it's quite the stage for some sort of big debut or a big return or anything like that. I'm more inclined to believe that the tag team partner will be somebody on the roster. But Ambrose or Jordan, I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. So Razor, how the fuck you say it, is apparently a badass? I wasn't even aware of that. Yeah, if they ever split them and go singles, you know, you're going to have one Marty Jannetty. So maybe Razor is penciled in for a singles run in the future. I'd be fine, Todd, if Matt Hardy retired. I mean, he's in his 40s now. He's had a long career. He's wrestled a very intense style. It is not... I mean, he's about as old as Shawn was when Shawn hung him up. So it's not that shocking that his body is, like, broken down to where he probably should not be in the ring anymore. You've seen him lately. Look at his matches. You know, it's rough. So he's slowed down. I think he's had a hell of a career, and why drag it out? I think he still has a lot to offer. He can stick around, be a coach at the Performance Center, be a manager. There's Tyler Breeze wants to be his partner.
You need a tag team partner. Well,
Nice wristbands.
look at me. I'm gorgeous. And you're passable if you're into that whole CrossFit Jesus look. So check it out. CrossFit breeze us.
CrossFit breezes.
It's beautiful.
That's beautiful. A tear in my eye over that. That fucking thing on his fist. There's Roman. You guys should all get matching frizzy, like, fluffy wristbands. And do the Shield thing. It'd be fucking adorable. Oh, Roman's gonna do it? 2 Roman matches in one night? What is it Christmas? Wow, WWE, you are too good to us. Well, we'll see if that holds up, or if they got some time here. It's only an hour in, so maybe Roman gets attacked or some shit, and they have a chance to get another partner in there. Otherwise, we're getting Roman again. Whatevs. The Raw can't get any worse, right? What's the difference? At least we're together. At least 200 or so of us are together, watching this nonsense. Michael Cole, I don't like it when you say cheesy bites. Let's not say that anymore. What's our audience and shit looking like in here? Alright, likes are decent. Alright, next goal. Let's try to reach 200. Maybe by the end of this stupid match. So if you're watching, please hook me up with a like. I'd really appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed, please do. You'll like it here. Every Monday Night Raw kind of sucks. More of them suck than are good. So I find it's easier to hang out with you guys. Makes the show go by faster, and it alleviates a lot of the torture that we go through. So for us to have each other. So if you're joining me for the first time tonight, welcome, and thanks for hanging out. Always a good crew of people here in the chat, and everybody has a good time for the most part. We hardly ever get any assholes in here, and when we do, we deal with them. Yeah, I'm thinking so too. I hope you're right, McLove, and I'm hoping Roman gets attacked or something and somebody else has got to step in last minute. Which would be a good spot to bring back Ambrose. I just think it would be kind of random. No, Lee, I don't think they're forcing Roman down our throats. Here's a situation where they would be. Let's say that same type of scenario happened where somebody needs a tag team partner, but it happened with somebody else other than Seth Rollins. Let's say it happened with Finn Balor. Then if Roman approached Finn and said, "Oh, I got your back tonight," then you'd be like, what the fuck? He's already had a match. Now we got to see Roman again? That's too much Roman. But in storyline, it makes sense that he would back up his Shield buddies. So in this situation, he's not being forced down our throats. He's actually a very logical opponent, or logical partner for Rollins, because they're bros. But I still think there's time to get him out of there. So maybe some of you are right. Maybe he gets attacked and replaced by somebody else. But I don't like to see 2 Roman Reigns matches on the same Raw any more than anybody else. But, you know, forcing down our throats would only apply if Roman just inserted himself into a random match for no reason that doesn't make any storyline sense. With Rollins, there's too much history there. AJ, not particularly. No, I'm not. But I'd like to see her just be able to get in the ring more, you know, and do a little bit more, because she's big and strong. She's kind of like a Beth Phoenix, maybe a little bit bigger. But, you know, if she ended up kind of learning how to wrestle that style, you know, maybe she could be kind of good. But if they want her to improve in the ring, standing on the outside with these 2 fucks isn't going to help her out. So I just say get her in the ring more. Try to get her to improve a little bit. I wish her nothing but luck. Michael Cole is a cheesy bite, Harper. I agree. Cheesy bite bastard. That's a t-shirt. Cheesy bite bastard. Michael Cole, 2018. Yeah. No, it's just kind of the overall. It's not even the thick thing that I have any issue with at all with Dana. She's just not my favorite female, looks-wise, but it's all good. Oh, look at these fuckers. They have flashcards?
Kevin Owens going over his notes with Jinder Mahal and Sunil Singh because we understand that tonight marks the return of the Kevin Owens show. If you are looking for
Oh. Kevin Owens show segment with Jinder, which means Braun will be there with his big green briefcase. And Michael Cole, we all know what he's going to refer to Braun as when Braun comes out there. Kevin Owens show is back. I'm glad it's back, but you're going to have fucking Jinder be your guest. So Aleister Black, you know, we've been hearing the rumors of Matt Riddle coming to NXT. I immediately thought of him and Aleister Black working together. I think that would be fucking awesome. And I hope Aleister's okay. I heard something about him being injured that I mentioned in 509. Mr. Solo Rager. That's why I love this chat. We're all a bunch of sick bastards. And it's beautiful. Dishwasher position starting tomorrow. Best of luck. Enjoy the backstage life in a restaurant. It's quite the environment. Do your job, work hard, try to get your ass in the kitchen, start learning some things, and sky's the limit. I started out as a dishwasher in a restaurant 25 years ago. And now I found myself on top of the world in the restaurant, so it's nice. Plenty of advancement if you work hard.
Where are the words? Breaks are good. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these shows, I've said that before, Catherine. I've said that the template for Raw is pretty much set every week. All you got to do is just move some things around, you know, take out some things, insert others in its place, and it's basically the same show every week. This type of scenario leads up to this match. This type of scenario can set up this match. They can interchange. And it's the same shit. I mean, what were we? We were 3 minutes into Raw, and we're watching the promo, and I'm like, okay, so Kurt Angle's going to make a match here. At the end of all this verbal diarrhea, Kurt Angle's eventually going to make a match between Corbin and Roman. 10 minutes later, he did just that. Not all that talking was fucking pointless. It's way too predictable. You can see shit coming 6.5 miles away. And that's why we have each other. We survive with each other. It's like a nuclear winter and we're all in one of those doomsday bunkers together. That's like what this is like. And we can entertain ourselves. Alright, cool. You would say that, Michael Cole. Well, is that confirmed? I haven't seen any official news on the Riddle stuff, but it's possible. Wouldn't be surprised at all if he's got his ass in that front row at TakeOver. But yeah, I mean, I just thought of him in like Aleister Black, and I'm like, that would be fucking awesome. Monday Night Cold War. That's funny. Yeah, Catherine, we'll just make sure you just bring a bottle of tequila and some spicy food or something to every one of those creative meetings, and that'll help your chances. Just get them all drunk. It's over there. I like that it's over there on the stage. What makes... Okay, is Strowman going to pick up that entire stage and just tip it over? I mean, otherwise, wouldn't this shit be in the ring? So the creative team today was probably like, what can we have Braun tip over? How about the entire Kevin Owens show? Man, Kevin Owens has a chance to win that briefcase. I can see him doing it. That'd be a shame. If Braun Strowman, of all people, is going to lose his briefcase, that almost seems impossible to fathom, too. He'd be joining elite company. I think the only guy in that's done that is Kennedy. God. Can you have a worse fucking guest, Owens? I kind of like they're just off to the side, but something just tells me that Strowman is going to explode out of the floor of that thing or something. I'm doing good, Kyle. And Brittany, what's up? Good to see you in here.
You know, I'll be the first to admit, at first I was a bit skeptical about your methods, you know, the breathing, the chanting, all that crap. But,
the breathing, the chanting, all that crap.
I've never felt better. I've never been more at peace, more relaxed. And that's thanks to you.
I have a drifter, like, wandering cousin. All he does, he just lives out of a backpack and just travels the world and surfs and shit. And he chants. And he meditates and all this shit. It's hilarious.
Yeah. But no, because of you, because of what you taught me, I woke up this morning with no pain. I was able to play with my son. I was able to pick up my little girl without feeling my spine shift.
I almost thought he said I was able to play with myself. I'm like, Owens! Dude!
You know why else I have you out here?
Dominique, how are you, man?
It's because you and I, Jinder, share something special. You see, Jinder and I accomplished something that not a whole lot of people can say they have. You know, when most people look at Braun Strowman, when most men look at Braun Strowman,
Jinder is wearing the colors of my alma mater. ECU. Purple and gold. I don't miss it. See you later, Impossible. You're going to be missing out on a great Kevin Owens and Jinder segment.
well, guess what? I achieved the impossible because I beat Braun Strowman.
Yeah, you beat him. Beat him in a cage match.
And Jinder,
Tough bastard.
you beat Braun Strowman last week. Of course, I beat Braun Strowman in a grueling steel cage match, and your victory was just a count-out win. But hey, a count-out win is a win nonetheless, and it's one of the many ways that Braun Strowman could lose to me at SummerSlam. You know what, Jinder? Braun Strowman tried to take everything away from me at Extreme Rules.
Are we just going to get Strowman coming out here? Let's just get to that.
Away from him, because when I beat him at SummerSlam, you know what that makes me?
Yeah, it will make you.
That makes me Mr. Money in the back. Better yet, that makes me J.O. in the bank.
Yeah, I might be watching NXT. I might be off Wednesday night, so that's a possibility.
Whatever I wanted.
Not sure yet.
And you know what that guarantees? That guarantees that I will finally reclaim my Universal Championship.
All this is a Kevin Owens promo with Jinder sitting there. Has Jinder said a fucking word?
Jinder, the truth is I've never been the same since I lost that title. I haven't been myself since then, but now I can feel the title within my grasp again, and because of that, thanks to you, I've never been more at peace, I've never been more clear-headed. In fact, I'm so clear-headed that I have a great idea for tonight, Jinder. Jinder, do you know what needs to happen tonight? Tonight, one more time, Jinder Mahal versus Braun Strowman.
So you're just gonna volunteer me to face Strowman?
It'll be fine. You beat him last week. You can do it again. You will do it again. Huh? So come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Come on, bring him out. Ladies and gentlemen, Jinder Mahal's opponent, the monster among men, Braun Strowman.
Oh, God. Tell me this isn't the subtle beginning of what could potentially be a Jinder face turn. God.
Oh, you see, Jinder? The big bad monster's nowhere to be found because he doesn't want none.
Is he? I'm telling you, is he gonna? I knew it. He's gonna come up from under this fucking thing. Ugh. Well, that wasn't hard to predict. God, it's probably pretty hard to do too if he was underneath there. Unless he showed up, I don't know where he was. If he was hiding under there. Well, I said as soon as we saw him, I'm like, well, he's gonna tip that shit over.
Looks like Braun's ready for a fight. It's very, very unfortunate development for Jinder Mahal.
I mean, how many times have they had that written into the script in the last year or so? Segment 6. Strowman tips shit over.
It's becoming an epidemic tonight. Guys are coming out, having shows, having concerts, and nobody has any respect to let them finish. And a monster just dumped an entire
Is he still gonna face Jinder?
watches rematch live and next.
Oh yeah, because Jinder technically beat him, didn't he? Alright, Strowman.
Season of Pizza Hut. Your favorite pull, dip,
Oh, more cheesy bites. Boy, they're fucking Pizza Hut's paying them a lot of money tonight.
poppable, dippable cheese-filled bites. But hurry, it won't last long because no one outpizzas the Hut.
Yeah, Brittany, I would have gone down. If I didn't move to California, I was probably going to go to Florida. Probably not Jacksonville, though. But I like Florida. But I hate rain. It happens a lot there.
You want 3 nights of hydration too.
Because when it rains, my hair just does not look right.
Your everyday spending, so you can stay a step ahead.
It's all frizzy.
Find help at every turn with USAA Bank.
As an engineer, I know how to keep complex systems running like clockwork.
Dulcolax, the constipation expert, provides dependable, effective relief.
No can do, Cat's World.
Find
You're
yours
getting me.
from a range of products that fit your needs.
You gotta, the way this works is you watch it on your own fucking screen. Because it's like against the YouTube rules and shit to do that. I don't want to get myself suspended. So no, you're not going to come here and see the actual show. It's not how it works. You got to look at me. I'm all you get. The cats are doing well. Bub just made an appearance here maybe a half an hour ago. And they're both kind of leaving me alone, thank God. Let's hope it stays that way. Yeah, I think I was gonna head down to the Atlantic side of Florida, Fort Lauderdale-ish area, somewhere like kind of midway down, was where I was eyeballing. I wanted to go to kind of like an expensive community because it's really good to, you know, be down there in like the restaurant industry. You can find some really good places. So I thought about like heading down there and just looking for a place to run, you know, or to manage like a really nice like upscale place down in like Boca Raton, where the McMahons actually keep a house down there, like somewhere like that. But eventually I settled on San Diego, which I'm happy I did. By the way, for those of you who are in here watching, I put on Twitter the other day, sometime between now and SummerSlam, I'm going to do a live Q&A. And I want it to be like just a SummerSlam Q&A, just something fun leading up to the pay-per-view. I'll probably do it next week sometime after the go-home shows. And I'll pick a night or figure it out, announce it, and I'll just do a live stream, live Q&A. So if you want to send in a question for me to pre-select, send it over to my email at goodmicwork@gmail.com. And then the rest of the questions I'll just answer in the chat. the night of the Q&A. So if you can't make the live chat, send it over to the email, and I'm going to select a few, and I'll answer those throughout the Q&A. So still don't know the date on that yet. I'll come up here for, I don't know, 2 hours or maybe more, and just answer SummerSlam questions. We'll just talk about SummerSlam and past, present, and future shows and whatever you want to talk about. So mark your calendars once I announce it, and make sure you follow me over there on the Twitter at GoodMicWork, because I will be making a lot of announcements about it over there. Shameless plug. Dominique, thank you, man, for the super chat again. You're awesome. Oh, man, so you have to deal with these cheesy bites every day? Sorry, they're reminding the hell out of us about cheesy bites because the commercial's played like 6 times, and we're only halfway through Raw. Cheesy bites. Yeah, hurricanes are no joke either, Catherine, but I dealt with enough of those in North Carolina. I always seem to survive the hurricanes, even though I was in some gnarly ones. I was trapped in an apartment for several days with no power during one hurricane in 1999. The big flood. Alright, so are we going to this match now with Jinder and Strowman, or what the fuck? Okay. I mean, at some point, they're just going to tip the entire arena over. Yeah, Black Bolt, you're late. Aside from Catherine, I don't know if... Yeah, you're the only 2 mods in here for the moment. We haven't really needed mods tonight. Hasn't been too bad. I don't remember the year on Fran. Some of the years... I know I went through Fran, but when was that? Because I remember the one in 99 was Floyd. There was 2 back-to-back. And that's why we got all that flooding. And Floyd, and then there was another one. Fran, I remember. I went through Hugo. Went through everything. He's trying to get fucking Strowman to meditate. Leah, still don't know on the main event. Not really sure. It might be the tag match now. We thought it might be Ronda and Alicia Fox, and it could be, but they announced a tag match with Roman and Seth against Dolph Ziggler and McIntyre, so that's most likely the main event, but who knows? We got Sasha and Bayley need to be doing some stuff too, and I'm sure a big segment's going to take place here at the top of the hour. So we'll probably find out here soon what the main event is going to be. Put your briefcase down, Strowman. What the fuck is wrong with you? Well, Strowman finally got his hands on him. Well, he caught... Oh, damn, just bitch slapped him. Owens is clutching the briefcase. Alright, another disqualification, whatever. Haven't seen Matt Hardy yet, no. I don't know if he'll be out later on. We've got a tag match with Revival and B-Team. Not sure if the title's on the line in that or not. Oh, Jesus. Strowman runs, I'm even scared. Oh, God, Catherine, I don't even want to think about that living in New York City. Has Sunil ever had a segment where he didn't get his ass kicked?
Been a lot of wonder tonight between Kevin Owens and Jinder Mahal. Strowman wants Kevin Owens in the ring right now. Strowman will get him at SummerSlam. And again, the point is, Strowman disqualified tonight. Corey said it, Coach. If that happens in SummerSlam, Kevin Owens is going to walk away with the money.
No, women's match hasn't started. We just got done with the Braun Strowman and Jinder Mahal match, I guess you would call it. And they did a Kevin Owens show where Owens tipped over the whole stage. But that's where we're at right now. The women's match is still to come. Alicia Fox and Rousey. I think we got Bayley and Sasha taking on the Riot Squad as well. We got Roman and Seth taking on Dolph and Drew, possibly in the main event. And probably something else. Oh, and Revival and B-Team. So I think that's what we got left in the next hour and 20 minutes here of Raw.
Part of the Shield in action against Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre. They had a little bit of a get-together this weekend. It happened last night at a WWE live event in Savannah, Georgia. And Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins welcomed the honorary member to the Shield.
This was last night. Yeah, I'd rather fist bump with him than fucking Tyler Breeze.
An incredible and emotional moment last night. What a great moment for the Shield. And we will see them
Now that picture will be blown up and hung up in that kid's room.
through the partner of Seth Rollins. Those two will battle Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre. Oh boy, this is big time. We're going to see a lot here tonight.
Yeah, Kevin's one of those random guys where his look and his weight work for him.
Don't worry. It's right here. Kurt, it's Stephanie.
Corbin, you're such a douche when you talk to Stephanie on the phone.
Hello, Stephanie. Yes. I understand what you're saying, and I don't think. Yes.
I love that on TV every week they try to make it like Stephanie's not there. What kind of a commissioner is she? She's just not going to show up at her own show? She's not back there in creative meetings in a gorilla with the headset on and shit?
Stephanie McMahon still
She's fucking sitting on her ass?
WrestleMania 31. Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns have been battling over world championship.
I think the older Kevin Owens gets, the more he should start thinking about maybe dropping a few pounds. It's just going to be hard because he moves so well right now when he's young, but, you know, as the years go by here, he might want to slim it up a bit. But I like the fact that everybody looks different. I don't want to see every single wrestler looking the same, right? That's why you like Mick Foley, you know? Who the fuck looks like him? And is world champion. It's rare. So I like the variety. So when we have a guy like Kevin Owens that comes around that doesn't look like your typical wrestler but is awesome in the ring, you're not going to get any complaints from me.
I love that you can unlock it with Face ID.
Who said that? I didn't say that. No.
Okay. Well, this just got...
Oh man, Jordan Smith, that's a whole lot of suck right there. NWO 99 or 2000 or NWO 2002. I'm gonna buy on 99 and 2000 only because it was still in WCW where it was born, where it should have probably always stayed. So even though it was a shell of itself, you know, the rehash in WWE a few years later wasn't any better. So I'll take as long if it's in WCW. I think I prefer any version of NWO over what WWE did. Since we got a commercial break, I will be right back. Don't go sneaking out.
Big things are happening every day. And you need some help along the way. That's why Nationwide is on your side.
Back.
Just a text here.
Grant Bryant is looking for a partner. We specialize in extreme sports.
It's time to double down.
I'm gonna say what's wrong. Winning.
I have returned.
Bumped a lot of our own money.
I think I only missed one commercial. Russell Brand and The Rock are in a movie? Or is that his... Oh, that's his HBO show. Hell, the Bullet Club, I mean, every faction is really borrows from a lot of other factions. Bully Ray pitched kicking off SummerSlam with Brock and Roman. I mean, I assume he's talking about because of the crowd reaction, and it would help not the pay-per-view not going off the air with Roman being booed. Is that his reasoning? Otherwise, sometimes I'm okay with a big match opening up a show like that, but sometimes I'm not, and I actually am of the opinion that match should stay in the main event. Only if we're going to get a whole bunch of swerves, like briefcase stuff, you know, or heel turns, or Ambrose returns, or shit like that. If it's a straight match with a straight winner, then yeah, curtain jerk it. I'm totally fine with that, but I would anticipate WWE might do some twists and turns and forks in the road here in this match, so it should stay in the main event. But who am I to argue with Bully Ray? That dude ain't dumb, but I just didn't hear what he said. God, I mentioned this last week, the background music when they tout their stats is horrible. I hate that as bad as Stephanie's music. CM Ryan, just clarify that you're talking to Raw and not me, so I don't have to block you. I assume you're talking to the TV and Michael Cole, because he's in our face right now. Oh no, now we're going to get this too?
Roman, first of all, thanks for sitting down. Shockingly enough, Brock Lesnar's camp declined.
So we get 2 Roman Reigns matches and a video package and interview? Boy, we are so lucky.
Critics, which we know there are many,
Roman Reigns.
say that you've come up short against Brock Lesnar in the past, and this next opportunity is going to be any different. There's no shame in saying that I lost to Brock Lesnar. There's been a lot of men that lost.
Yeah, Catherine, I think they do a lot of things, including the pyro and shit, to cut costs. Same reason why we don't get the pay-per-view sets anymore. Except for the big ones. Except for Mania.
That first time, everybody knew it was a war.
Oh, hell yeah. John Cena, no doubt Jay Ocean will win number 17. Absolutely. That is a done deal. Just don't know when.
Brock didn't beat me. The second time, WrestleMania, Superdome, New Orleans, Lesnar reigns for the Universal Championship. Lesnar will stop at nothing to vanquish.
Hey, can you not be fucking around with the modem and shit right now? I'm gonna shut down the whole gig. Done that once before.
You're not gonna win every single day, but it's about dusting yourself off, picking yourself up, and getting the job done again.
That Mania match, I liked it. I can't believe fans complained about Roman Reigns getting fucking murdered.
Sold out King Abdullah Sports City Stadium in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Lesnar reigns round 3 inside a cage. Remember the rules of the cage.
That could be true, too. You might not do pyro just to reduce potential injury. But yeah. Raw, how is Raw tonight? Just nothing special. Just typical Raw. We weren't expecting much. There wasn't a whole lot advertised for this. And we knew Lesnar wasn't going to be there.
Roman Reigns being clearly touching the floor before Brock Lesnar's. Regardless of the outcome, I beat Brock Lesnar. I walked out of that desert as a true Universal Champion.
I'm surprised babyface Roman insists that he won that match the way he does. I mean, even though technically his foot hit first, it's not like he beat him up, you know, convincingly. It was a fucking random-ass spill to the outside. Could have gone either way. He was just lucky enough to have his feet hit first. And now he's complaining?
You got a problem with me? He attacked Kurt Angle. He even physically assaulted his own advocate, Paul Heyman.
You're hurting me.
There's no leader when you have a champion like Brock Lesnar. He clearly doesn't respect this place. I'm sick and tired of seeing this fool disrespect my lifestyle, disrespect my family.
Yeah, I mean, Brock, they might got to get him off TV. That's what all this shit has got to be about. Paul Heyman and stuff. You know, they're gonna have to do the split here. They're gonna have to let Brock go off and do his thing.
Brock, excuse me. What are your thoughts?
Heyman going babyface would almost be impossible to envision. Brock's a dick. Medium well steak eating motherfucker. Man, let's get through this here. We got the top of the hour coming up. I'm hoping something good happens here. Alright, just gonna peek over here. Oh, I'm not doing anything. 250 of us are watching this horrible vignette together, or this whole horrible video package. Damn. Alright, we're almost at 200 likes. We can get there. 20 more, guys. Hook me up. And all of you people watching right now, if you're not subscribed, please do. Hook me up with a subscribe. I'm here every week, suffering through Raw. Live. Only on YouTube. Oh, good, Kyle. You asked me an easy one. Favorite Triple H match was with Cactus Jack at Royal Rumble. .486. This fool's been champ. Alright, so we're getting the tag. Alright. So yeah, it's going to have to be Ronda. Right? Because if they make it the tag match, then it's way too obvious that something's going to go down there. Alright, we're going to get another female main event. We have to. I'm glad to see WWE still... I'll never forget, I got so mad the first week they did this. They had McIntyre come out first, and then Dolph's silly-ass theme basically played them to the ring. I'm like, this badass Drew McIntyre does not need to be coming down to the ring with all these sparkles and pink shit. So I'm glad that they reversed the music. The alliance is not horrible. I was iffy about it at first. I'm like, why are they putting them together? But I'm alright with it. I think the Intercontinental belt helps. I mean, I love Seth Rollins and everything, but I would have no problem with Dolph Ziggler retaining at SummerSlam somehow. Like I said, maybe Ambrose comes back and screws over Rollins, or Jason Jordan comes back and screws over Rollins. Something, or McIntyre just gets involved and helps. But to get Dolph out of there with the belt and maintain this alliance between the two, I'm fine with it. I kind of like it. I'm willing to run with it a little while longer before it ends, inevitably. So, Rollins, if he doesn't win the belt at SummerSlam, the Intercontinental title, that means it's likely he will be back in the world title picture, hopefully. I'll be at Survivor Series with Catherine, and hopefully we'll get to see Seth Rollins have a title match. That would be cool.
Fetch me a bag full of Doritos.
No doubt. I wasn't expecting Dean Ambrose tonight. Even Michael Cole went out of his way to say he's not coming back, or at least he's not going to be the partner. So we know it's going to be Roman Reigns. Not saying that he can't really show up, but I think top of the second hour on a Raw that already sucks to bring Dean Ambrose back after all this time. Nah. Everybody take a beer break. I'm taking one. Actually, I do need a new one. Y'all want one? Tonight's beer of choice is Pacifico. I'm just drinking light beer. Good old light Mexican beer. while I watch American wrestling. I might be wishing that I'm watching Mexican wrestling right now because not the greatest Raw ever. Yeah, it was last night when I was out with a lot of my buddies. I remember I had maybe like my 4th beer or something. I was thinking to myself, I'm like, and they were IPAs, and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta stream tomorrow. I don't want to be hungover, but I feel fine. Wasn't aware they leaked the Raw script tonight. They did. You know what? I'm gonna adjust this lighting real quick. The sun position is getting weird. Yeah. All right, I'll give that a shot. I just wanted to close up some blinds a little bit, try to improve the lighting. So one thing I decided to do too. So my last episode, I did like an on camera just for shits. I don't have. I mean, I've got not a horrible webcam. It's like a 1080p webcam, but it's not recording in the greatest quality. Plus, I always keep it quite dark in here. So I think for future videos like that, my live streams will stay the way they are. I'm not going to really do anything to improve this, but any more on cameras, I think I'm just going to record them on my phone. The video quality is much better. I just currently don't have a whole lot of storage on my phone, and I need a new one anyway. So I might go just kind of upgrade my iPhone, and then I can just start recording the video on my phone, and I can just use my mic for the audio. And it will really improve any future on-camera videos that I do. And then if I ever start appearing on camera more, then I'll think about upgrading to a better camera. But I really just don't have use for it. But I didn't like the way it came off, you know, the way I looked. Yeah, somebody said, Deluxe Man's up live too? It's like Raw versus Nitro. I'm definitely Raw.
Roman, it's real admirable that you want to go out there and help your brother or whatever, but the commissioner of Raw, Stephanie McMahon, does not want to jeopardize the main event.
Ah, see? They're going to get him out of here, aren't they?
You already competed in a really grueling match, so you are forbidden from the assessment.
Wait, isn't Dolph and Drew in the ring?
Well, good thing I don't care what Stephanie says. I'm going out there. She thought you'd say that, and if you defy her orders, you forfeit your match at SummerSlam.
Wait, hey, no. You know what, dude? Think big picture, man. I got this. I'll figure something out. I always do.
Well, you better figure it out quick, because they're in the ring. All right, so yeah, so the Roman thing was just a tease. We speculated on that.
Next, it looks like it's a handicap match.
Well, it's probably not going to be a handicap match. They'll figure something out.
Upper management. I forgot to ask, are you rich, Arlen? What? I'm going to need a trainer, because I don't think that...
He punched him in the ribs. See, Roman Reigns, we're getting a lot of Roman Reigns tonight, but he did one good thing. He punched this fuck. But they're in the ring. Seth's like, I'll figure something out. Like, you ain't got any time to make any phone calls. You just got to go out there.
It feels the repercussions. I feel as though maybe Seth is the one being stuck to tonight.
Man, what's No Way Jose doing?
To protect the main event of SummerSlam.
And listen to Catherine.
This could be a massacre. That match could be a Jeopardy tonight. Stephanie doesn't care about that. Priorities, Cole. Well, you know she wants her right now, so
Another thing that's weird about this Constable Corbin shit is, like, nobody's verifying that these phone calls are actually taking place. Like, couldn't Baron Corbin essentially go up to anybody in the WWE locker room and say, hey, Stephanie just called. She said if you don't do this, then you're going to be fired or whatever, and then they go off and do it? At least Roman should have been like, let me talk to her. Let me hear it from her.
SummerSlam in 2 weeks, streaming live on the WWE Network. Seth Rollins tries to capture the Intercontinental Championship from Dolph Ziggler. Corey, me and Coach hit on this earlier. Again, what does Rollins do about this X Factor? Drew McIntyre, who's figured in all these decisions in the
So they're just going to do a handicap here? Are they going to have Seth get beat down and then Roman makes a save? Stephanie didn't say he can't make a run in, right? So he just can't compete. So
handicap match drew in. Dolph will have to tag in and out of this matchup as we get set to go. We're talking about SummerSlam. Breaking news right now from WWE.com. After his encounter earlier tonight with Constable Corbin, Finn Balor has been informed that he is going to face Corbin one-on-one at SummerSlam.
all right, so as expected, we're going to get Balor and Corbin at SummerSlam. That just got made official. Don't know why. And now that they've made that match, at least we can get a Finn Balor redemption, because he better not lose again to Corbin.
Terminator-like McIntyre. Seth earned the nickname the Monitor, the Architect, and always thinking such a cerebral.
Yeah, as soon as the stream's over, David, I'll be ringing up the police.
Try to put this match away. Just like this, though, McIntyre moves. Kick to the face. And Dolph Ziggler sit over the top rope.
All right, now he's got to compete with eyes in the back of his head. So far, Seth Rollins is doing it.
Yeah, another shakeup. I don't know. We might as well. I'm thinking that this Fox deal's gonna completely. Oh, botch. Oh, Jesus.
Rollins could be hurt. Seth Rollins needs
Did Rollins fall funny there? God, please tell me.
I'd like to see that because of Seth's history with knee issues. Nonetheless, McIntyre.
He's probably all right. Damn.
To the spine on the back.
Damn, botch.
Talk about it all the time, how hard it is to catch somebody who's 220, 230 in midair. And we saw how difficult it was right there for Drew McIntyre.
Now McIntyre.
That could have been worse. That was scary.
The attack on Seth Rollins. Rollins had McIntyre and Ziggler all out of sorts in the beginning of this matchup.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the brand extension is going to cease to exist once the Fox deal is underway.
Scotsman.
We've still got a year.
Afraid of. This is potential to get downright ugly in short order.
I mean, it's really going to change the landscape. I mean, SmackDown could turn into the better show, especially if WWE wants to keep Fox happy. Fox is paying WWE a couple of bucks to watch or to play Monday Night Raw, to play SmackDown.
Yeah, I don't care how loud the WWE universe and the fans get. They can't supplant how dominant Drew and Dolph are right now as a team, as a duo.
And if you're Dolph Ziggler, you just want to destroy Rollins tonight.
Oh, thanks for the super chat there, Chris.
Come SummerSlam.
I appreciate it. If The Rock didn't leave in 04, what Mania does he face Cena? A hell of a lot sooner than he did. Probably too soon. They probably would have done that as soon as he started getting, I'd probably say 05, oh shit, he might even faced him as a heel. Well, he was already babyface by that point. On that one, I'd probably go 21, 22. I think that match would have happened early. There's no way you could have not have done it. You would have had to do it. So there's no way you could like held something that off for very long unless you put them on separate brands. But I'd say 05 or 06 we would have gotten it for sure. While they're both still as close to their prime as possible. I also think if The Rock would have never left, Cena's career would have been different. Cena probably would have had a heel turn. Probably wouldn't have become the 17-time champ that he was. More like a 10-time champ. Is what I think would have happened. Well, they're just toying with poor Seth. He's all by himself in this match. They actually made it a handicap. Oh, Dolph.
You talk about McIntyre. He actually
Yeah, Dawn, I'm actually really happy about the Fox deal only because it feels like it's going to rejuvenate WWE maybe a little bit. They want to get the show off to a good start. You know, they want the ratings to be good, obviously. They want to, they want it to be a success. Not sure if you can do that with half a roster. So they might actually put everything back together, and plus you got the 2-hour advantage there. It might move to 3, but if it stays 2 hours, you got a better chance of leaving the fans wanting more than you do with a 3-hour nonsense that we go through every week here. By the way, in the handicap match, Rollins is basically just getting his ass kicked, dodging some offense here or there, but for the most part, this is a beatdown. He's got enough. He's got Ziggler on the ropes, but he's about to make a tag.
Rollins with a chopper. You're Seth Rollins. You need to put away Dolph Ziggler and quickly here. Dolph hanging on. Rollins sent over the top rope. Does not want to be out on that side of the ring. And that smart move by Rollins. So the
I don't know. With Disney purchasing Fox, I don't think
he has a chance with McIntyre down.
it can't get any more PG than this. This shit's already Disney,
Momentarily.
so I don't think
And Rollins
it's gonna harm WWE. I think it's gonna harm more. You know, a lot of stuff that falls under this umbrella. So much shit now that Disney owns. I think it's gonna affect a lot more, probably like movies. Like, doesn't Disney own like Deadpool now and shit? So it's stuff like that that I think is really you're gonna see the difference. WWE's already corny and dumb. So
Ziggler driven into the barricade. Can Seth Rollins pull this off? Can Rollins pull this off tonight? We're inching closer to finding out if it is indeed a possibility.
maybe Rollins can.
Deep into his arsenal, but he's got Ziggler rocked momentarily. Gonna launch himself, springboard off the top rope, clothesline takes out Ziggler. But he's got to finish now, since he has Drew McIntyre down on the outside. There is certainly a finite amount of time for Seth Rollins to capitalize. The window closing ever so
2 years ago, I thought the roster split was a good idea. I was willing to give it a chance.
Rollins now looking for the stop. Ziggler though rolled out of the way.
Hasn't been a total failure, but
And Ziggler got caught. Ziggler was thinking about a famouser, but instead finds the buckle ball. Tag. McIntyre's legal. I don't think Seth knows it.
Oh.
He's turned inside.
McIntyre took Seth's head off.
Boy, what a slick tag by Drew.
Nobody is Seth's tag team partner. It was Roman, and then Stephanie said Roman couldn't compete twice because it would jeopardize the SummerSlam main event. So Seth is taking on these two dudes in a handicap match. Apparently she doesn't give a shit about jeopardizing the Intercontinental title match. So yeah, Steph's a cunt.
Punishment. Great way to describe yourself. And now, knocking Seth Rollins with a burn down. There's the knee. Here's the roll from Ziggler. Shoulders are down now.
Wait, his knee is called to burn it down?
Number just too much good. Save the matchup. Ziggler, here's the cover.
Okay, thank you. I don't know. Oh shit. There you go. Seth Rollins is done.
There's a split second there that I thought Seth Rollins was going to get it done. A split second. A very confusing there momentarily. I thought that McIntyre was the legal man, but apparently not. The referee awarding the victory to McIntyre and Ziggler in this 2-on-1 handicap match. Here's the tag made by McIntyre. Now McIntyre is legal here. Absolutely.
You know, I don't even know how the ratings work anymore. Speaking of ratings, like, you know, it was the Nielsen ratings back in the day. You used to have to have a box and shit in your house, and they somehow figured it out that way. But now with like streaming sites, like, is all that registered? Like people who have you know what I have, this DirecTV shit, or what's the other one? What's the big one? The big streaming cable service that everybody uses? Like shit like that. Do those ratings count? Like how do they take into account all that stuff? We watch TV so much differently now than 20 years ago when the ratings actually mattered. The look on Heyman's face when Brock grabbed him was awesome.
What is going on in Camp Lesnar? We'll find out as Heyman sits down with Renee Young for an in-depth interview tonight.
Thank you, troll yourself. Well, yeah, what's our audience? 245. I got 280 over here on my end. Who knows? Either way, pretty decent audience. We got the likes up, which I appreciate. Subscribers are coming in. Please subscribe. I'm here every Monday, chilling out, watching Raw. It's always big fun. And it makes these horrible shows a hell of a lot easier to get through when we get to hang out and make fun of Michael Cole. We got a Alicia Fox highlight package. That's nice. WWE and Ronda, they seem to be all in with each other. Rousey is all about this, you know, putting hard work in. WWE's all about pushing her. Seems like it's a match made in heaven so far. Is this shit new? This B team? Did I somehow fall asleep last week and this is the first time I'm noticing this music, or is this brand new? It's silly as shit. Well, that chant might get over. Yeah, I'm probably just slightly helping WWE's ratings. A few of you are probably watching Raw just so you can follow along with me that might not normally watch. So, yeah, you're welcome, WWE. I'll send you my address so you can drop a check in the mail. And whatever we do tonight, we gotta beat Deluxe Man, because he's up live right now, too. I'm just kidding, Deluxe Man. Best of luck with your stream, but I saw he was up, so it's like Raw versus Nitro. And I want to be Raw, so let's make my ratings better. Smash that like button. So it is brand new? I'm like, did I miss this shit last week? We were all watching Raw together, right? How did I not notice that? But yeah, I was at first I'm like, this is goofy ass shit, but you know, you never know. That chant, that can get over. If Burn It Down got over, B Team Go 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 can get over.
Dude, Pop-Tart splits already fused 2 Pop-Tarts together. See? Strawberry and cheesecake.
Yeah, but watch me fuse 4 Pop-Tarts together.
WWE should have a barbed wire pay-per-view. Don't hold your breath on that. I'm not even sure if WWE would have done that in 1998. And they would have done anything in 1998. They'd had goats fucking in the middle of the ring for all they cared. But a barbed wire pay-per-view, that's extreme even for them. And I certainly don't think we're going to see it in 2018. Fans would be calling the cops.
My prescriptions used to be really expensive, but then I went to GoodRx.com.
It just works. You put in the drug you're looking for, and bang, you've got half a dozen or more choices in front of you of pricing and locations to get it.
You never think about...
Oh, I didn't even notice who was a legal man in that. I didn't even notice he wasn't legal.
I was paying how
Good eyes to be able to recognize that. I didn't see it.
to me whatsoever. I get to save $1,180 a year with GoodRx. This is awesome. Go to GoodRx.com and check it out.
Yeah, I think The Rock will come back. Not sure to have a match or not. I think his fucking window's almost closed on that. I'd like to see him, but I think he'll definitely, like, appear again from time to time on TV. That's almost a given. But he's fucking balls to the wall making movies, man. That dude doesn't take any time off.
Stop missing out. Visit nerdwallet.com to find the cards that are made for you.
Oh, I thought you were saying I beg for him. I was like, no, I don't. You're saying I don't spend my time. Is that what everybody else does? All I beg for is subscribers and eyeballs. I'm not going to beg you for money, but I would love a like and I would love a subscribe. I'm allowed to do that. Because that's not greedy. All the super chats and donations, that's just purely out of the goodness of y'all's heart. And I always appreciate it, but I never expect it and I never beg for it.
What in the world are you gonna model? A professional model can make anything work. I can turn into shine on.
Grizzly Knows Best, all new episode, Tuesday at 10:30.
Yeah, I think there's a fine line. I mean, if you're a YouTuber with a channel, you know, I have to do something. I have to promote myself. I have to talk about Patreon. I have to talk about things sometimes, but I never like to overdo it. And I do see channels that do overdo it, so I know what you mean. So you guys all know I put the links everywhere in the description and the cards. You guys see it's right there. If you want to support me on Patreon, you can. I don't need to mention it every 5 seconds. But every now and then it's just good promotion for yourself. So I think there's a line, there's a balance of not being such a whore about it, but at the same time informing your audience, you know, who might like to do that stuff. So yeah, I'm never begging for anything. I've got a dried up fucking noodle on my speaker. What the hell was I doing last night? I think I made a little snack last night and got some food on my table. Look at Ronda just throwing them punches. I am just in love with her. I mean, I know a lot of fans aren't. I just love her hot rod outfit. I mean, I'm a Piper mark, you know, and then she looks pretty goddamn good in it. So all around, it's a win-win for me. I think it was a perfect kind of thing for Ronda to do, to kind of go with that look and the tribute to Piper. It's a good way to get on the good side of the fans that might think she doesn't deserve it. I mean, she's paying tribute to a pretty big WWE legend, pretty big wrestling legend. She gets cool points for that. This is a non-title match? I still don't know. Pretty sure it's non-title, right?
About the tag team division on Raw and their disregard for it.
And their disregard for it.
Dash, feels like this Raw tag division is full of magicians these days.
If it's not the Deleters of Worlds appearing out of thin air, it's the B team magically becoming Raw Tag Team Champions. Hey, we're pretty good at this magician.
Yeah, right, Brittany. I don't know what the hell was going on last week. Probably one of them there YouTube algorithm type of things. Fuck my shit all up. That's where my money is.
Because if the Revival can knock off the B team, you have to agree, guys, they can be in line for a tag team title opportunity. I was talking about these guys earlier today, and they were talking to me about their in-ring.
I don't know, Vinicio. You gotta let it grow on you. There's been plenty of themes that I have hated the first time I heard them, and then I turned out to love them, so I kind of thought it sounded silly, but I have a feeling that chant could get over if they don't completely annihilate and bury the B team before it has a chance to. But as far as I'm concerned, B team has got to stay champs here past SummerSlam. They have to retain in whatever match they do. So let's go B team. Go, go, go.
Wow, what a collision. Nasty in the corner.
Well, it's pretty obvious, guys, when you're tag team champs, it means more money, and it means new music, new cheers. It's a whole new world.
Which female wrestler I'd like to cook dinner for? A lot of them. I cook dinner for all of them. They're all welcome over here.
People in this building go,
I don't know who I'd want over here the most.
Here's the cover by Bo Dallas and a kick out.
Right now, I'm kind of partial to Becky.
I sort of agree with Coach Corey.
I tend to change. I'm very picky, and I have very high standards.
Look at this.
So I reserve the right to change who I'm in love with from week to week.
Oh, and this is what the Revival's all about. Quick tags, isolate
And right now,
opponent in the corner.
Becky's the lucky one.
in-ring IQ that I was talking about, that you keep your opponent in between him.
Jesus, Bo took a...
And Scott Dawson is physical as they
The one thing I don't like about turnbuckle head bumps is they look like shit these days, but Bo just ate one.
The Revival say
He's like looks legit rubber-legged. That was a pretty good spot.
And the Revival, I believe, one day will be future champions here on Monday Night Raw. Dawson again looking to pin the tag champs. And
Yeah, Catherine, I'm hoping they just they run with B team. You got to give them a chance to, you know, WWE can make stars out of chants, man. They did it with Daniel Bryan and that yes shit, you know, and Seth Rollins and the burn it down and the we walk with Elias. You know, that can help a talent get over. So doing it with the B team here, you got to keep the belts on them for a while here so they don't fade away, and they can give that whole thing a chance to get more fans behind them. So
absolutely is a throwback. Nothing fancy, nothing pretty, just effective. But these guys can get it done as well as anybody in the modern era. Oh, there's no doubt. I agree with you on that point. Bo tried to make a tag. Dawson tried to drag him back middle of the ring, and missed wild. Oh, man.
see, I'm wondering if like they do the run in here because unless Revival beats him here and then gets a title shot.
Desperately looking to make a tag to his partner, Bo Dallas.
I mean, Authors of Pain. Oh shit! Here comes Matt Hardy, or Bray Wyatt, or both.
Look at this. Look, Hardy on one side, Wyatt on the other. They replaced the Revival and the B team's partners. How did they do that? Where are
Huh.
Axel and Wilder?
That's actually pretty good. I've never seen that before.
And now Hardy and Wyatt go right after both teams. Twist of fate from Hardy.
I mean, there was some talk if Matt Hardy is going to retire. I thought they were going to do a one-on-one thing, but with Bray, but that might be held off, and they're just going to be a part of this big multi-man deal at, for the tag belts.
Unless you're talking to the psychological kind, because I don't know if any team does it better than the Deleter of Worlds.
Well, I guess it'll be a triple threat unless you add a fourth team. Who would it be? I don't know if it's a situation. I don't know if it's a match you would want to put the Authors of Pain in if they're not going to win. Whatever. Who fucking knows?
Everything in their path to reclaim their most prized possession. Well, there is the advocate for the Universal Champion, Brock Lesnar. It is Paul Heyman. You can only imagine what is going through his mind.
Yeah, Elias is not over with you. That's cool. You have the right. You can like whoever you want and not. But overall, Elias is over.
What
he gets the crowd reaction. Where somebody like who he's feuding with, Bobby Lashley, gets absolutely none. Alright, so Heyman's going to do an interview. We'll see if they drop any more hints.
She's clearly hiding something.
That couple wasn't coming back. What were they running away from?
It's a call.
Bigger fan of Paul Heyman or Jim Cornette? That's tough. I'm going to go with Jim Cornette. I kind of like them both equally, but I'm going to go with Jim Cornette only because Cornette... Paul has like a slimy side. You know, back in his days of ECW, he would fucking lie to people and be so goddamn dishonest. And you never really heard stories like that about Jim Cornette. Jim Cornette has a whole other set of problems. He's flies off the rails an awful lot and stuff, but I think he's a more like trustworthy, you can believe what he says a lot more than somebody like Paul Heyman, who's kind of like a con man type of thing. Or at least he used to be. He doesn't really have a reason to be that way now. But I'm going to go with Cornette because I'd let Cornette do my taxes before Paul Heyman. And plus, Cornette's awesome. Well, Fire Prime 73, you're just a done weirdo, ain't you? No, I'm kidding. I want to like Lashley, trust me. I wish I was like you. I wish I did like Lashley, but he doesn't. It's not really even his fault. WWE is almost like they're going out of their way to make him look like a fucking schmuck. The shit he was singing last week, and then, you know, this dates all the way back to the obstacle course. That's the first thing I think of, is that obstacle course when Sami Zayn convinces this guy to go through this fucking maze. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe Lashley even did it. And then he starts singing, and he gets hit from behind, and then he gets punked tonight, hit in the face with a clipboard and get beat down until he finally made his comeback. But damn, can they make Lashley look any worse? Ugh. Not a fan of the Lashley booking, but I want to like him, and I think he has potential. And he's a badass who can, like, legitimately fight. Yeah, Catherine, you shady-ass New Yorkers. Heyman is from there. And by the way, I'm going to leave my DMs on Twitter open for the next few months, so if anybody is going to be in the LA area for Survivor Series during Survivor Series weekend, hit me up. Probably going to be setting up a meet and greet somewhere on Saturday before Survivor Series. We're going to be hitting up Bruce and Conrad's show, and then after that, we're going to find a bar to watch NXT. So, not really sure when or where, you know, where that's all going to take place, but if you want to stop by and meet me and our good old moderator Catherine in LA, hit me up. We'll work something out. Might even be hanging out with Aaron Rift from the No DQ side of things, so maybe we can do a meet up somewhere or joint thing. Who knows? Lots of possibilities. But I haven't been to a show since 2005, and I'm going back in November, so kind of a big day for me. Cell phones really weren't even a thing when I was going to shows, or the last time I went to one, so I'm just interested in seeing the crowd's behavior. I just imagine 20,000 people just all doing this the whole fucking time, so I'm kind of amused just to see what that's like. And hopefully I'll get a chance to hang out with Michael Cole. Maybe go have a milkshake together. But I can't ask him because he blocked me on Twitter. Alright, let's listen to what... Is Heyman really crying?
Brock Lesnar and yourself have severed your business ties. Where do you and Brock Lesnar stand right now?
I don't know.
This might all be a big ploy. Heyman might be just fucking with everybody.
Brock Lesnar has disconnected his phone number, and I've tried to reach him through intermediaries, and I don't know where we stand.
So you've not spoken to Brock Lesnar at all since last week?
No.
Heyman should cut a promo on him right now. Fuck you, Brock.
Well, Paul,
And not that I haven't wanted to, but obviously he doesn't want to take my phone call.
Catherine, I'm not watching that.
I don't have a problem with this, guys. To be honest, Brock's not gonna like this.
Brock's not gonna like this.
I mean, I'm out here talking to the public about this. This is kind of like a problem.
Heyman, you heard Brock last week. He doesn't watch the show. Don't worry about it. He has no clue.
we can go from your point of view if you like. I mean, it seemed abundant.
Heyman's like, oh hell, Brock's gonna see this. Fuck me up. Dev's 30, man. I appreciate the kind words. That's awesome of you. Appreciate the super chat. Thank you for your support. You're awesome. Thanks a lot.
I have this coming. Like, I deserve this.
Paul, I'm just trying to get to the bottom of what
Heyman
exactly
is broken.
happened.
So am I.
So do you consider Brock Lesnar a friend of yours?
Yes, I do.
Heyman's quite the actor.
To be their friends. I don't want anybody close to my family. He certainly doesn't want anybody close to his family.
I would love it if Heyman's playing all of us.
Vision and ending.
Swerve of the century.
Since the beginning, we've always talked about riding off into the sunset together. The universal
Man, between Bailey and Sasha and Brock and Heyman, what the hell is going on here?
and me standing behind him.
What universe am I in?
To the world, the raving fed.
The raid defending. Heyman's rocking back and forth. If he starts foaming at the mouth, I'm gonna mark the fuck out.
Lesnar's career. Do you think that he still needs Paul Heyman? Paul, do you want to take a minute?
Come on. Do it. Just do it. Do your job.
All right, let's just reset.
Did Brock Lesnar choke Paul Heyman last week, or did Paul Heyman just lose his entire family in a plane crash? Like, I honestly couldn't tell the difference in his emotion. It's pretty hardcore, man.
Wouldn't that question be inconceivable a week ago? Wouldn't it be?
Dan, the Dangerous Alliance would
This whole situation is
instant erection. I would love it if that happened.
How could I just go with somebody else? Just interchangeable?
Well, you've done it before.
Okay, well, SummerSlam. This is my final question to you. Brock Lesnar or Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship? Who's going to walk away the winner?
I've known Brock Lesnar for 16 years. I've been through every up and down that he has accomplished and that he has suffered, and I've never seen Brock Lesnar like this. I've never seen him more driven. I've never seen him more focused, and I know this isn't a word we like to use around here. I've never seen him more violent.
Violent.
Against this Brock Lesnar.
Oh yeah, he pretty much did. Just grabbed his face. What did I say? Choke.
You know, I've known Paul Heyman for 20 years. He's a showman. He spews pop propaganda. That's his job, to sell tickets, but I've never seen him.
Ha!
He was
Michael
talking
Cole.
words about the match at SummerSlam chilling.
Absolutely, I hope
Pot, meat, kettle.
Well,
Wow, that line delivered by Michael Cole.
The Kevin Owens show is taking part just
His job is just to spew propaganda and sell tickets. Just look in the mirror, you dumb fuck. Did you really just say that? That's like Ronda Rousey making fun of somebody's promo skills. Are you kidding me? Dude, the volume's up, man. CM Ryan, you're annoying. I can pull it up right over here and I can hear the show faintly. You guys are all following along. Turn it on your own TV.
And as we just witnessed, yet another monstrous feat from the strength of Braun Strowman.
Is it Cheesy Bites time again? All right.
To beat the monster, Jinder Mahal winning tonight via disqualification. And at SummerSlam, if Braun loses in any capacity, Kevin Owens will win the Money in the Bank contract and
Man,
after 2 weeks.
I feel bad for going against my Braun Strowman markness, but I'm half-ass hoping Owens takes the briefcase. I really am. Would be really awesome if AJ and Samoa Joe would main event, but ain't no way that's happening.
Cruiserweight Championship takes center stage at SummerSlam. Long-running Cruiserweight Champion Cedric Alexander defends his title against Drew
Gage, nothing's happening right now. They're running down the SummerSlam card at the moment. But we just sat through a very emotional Paul Heyman interview with Renee Young. Pretty good. I highly recommend you take a look at it. Paul Heyman is fucking amazing. Fucking amazing. Yeah, so they announced Jeff Hardy as well. They announced Jeff Hardy and Nakamura as I was editing my last episode. So Randy Orton, I guess, isn't even booked for the show, which means it's inevitable that he's going to interfere in this thing. Rousey and Bliss. I'm telling you, man, have Bliss escape. Have Bliss, Carmella, and B-Team all leave SummerSlam with titles. I'd be fine with it. Yeah, Paul Heyman sold Lesnar grabbing his face as if he was told he had 2 weeks to live. Unreal. That's a good tweet, actually. Here comes the Riot Squad. The Riot Squad. What's up, sis? I love Liv Morgan. I mean, is this a good? I mean, we're not going to get it. I think we're just going to see another dumb match and more celebration and hugging between Sasha and Bayley. I don't think we're going to get the heel turn. What the hell are they doing with this nonsense? I definitely think I'm going to need another beer for this. So y'all hang tight. Back. Well, I guess we'll be able to tell how long the Rousey and Alicia match is going to be. By the time we get to the main event, we'll see how much time is left. So if they give you a decent amount of time, it might not be a squash. You'll probably just get some Alexa Bliss interference. Right back.
There's only one film this summer. Stone Cold's a masterpiece. Stars. Oh, hell yeah. Black Klansman is truly magnificent.
Right on, right on.
In 4 days, Stone is the winner of the Cannes Grand Prix. Black Klansman, a Spike Lee joint. Rated R.
Alright. Just had to refuel there. Sorry about that. I'm back. And it's still a commercial, so we have not missed anything. Sandman, I live right across the street from a Taco Bell, but I am not going over there. I'm staying in tonight. It's my night off, and I am not doing shit. Except talking to y'all. and making fun of Michael Cole.
And snoring? How smart is that? Smarter sleep. To help you lose your
Titanium Forts? No, I am not going to show the fucking screen. I do this every week. You're clearly a first-timer. That's not what I'm here for. I got a successful YouTube channel. If I show the screen, I'm going to get in trouble. So this is a hangout. This is, you guys are expected to pull up Raw on your own fucking TV and hang out with me and comment nice things in the chat. So next thing out of your mouth better be, I like your channel, GoodMicWork. You are awesome. I have subscribed. If you don't say that, then I don't want to hear from you. Fuck out of here.
And compassion is born. Amazing isn't all of us. It just needs a little nurturing.
Kitty Academy Educational Childcare, now enrolling nationwide. Call or visit today.
Yeah, just me and the cats. Just hang out and discuss Raw. Hey, if you listen real close, you can hear it, because I'm watching it over here, but I ain't showing it. I ain't allowed. Catherine, you have never eaten anything from Taco Bell? That's amazing. I don't even eat that much fast food, but I've even had Taco Bell a couple times. Hell, it's right here. The one over here by me, it's open till like 3 in the morning, so I've utilized it when I get really, really late nights, but for the most part, I cook every chance I get. Man, I'd hate to get the entrance before the commercial break. That would suck. You gotta sit there with your music playing for 5 minutes? Dude, can you not grab that? Are you serious? You are dangerously close to shutting down the computer. Get out of here. Yay. A lot of hugging. It's boss time and Bailey time and... Oh my god. It's almost over, guys. We're almost there. Now they do the double entrance together. Look at that kid. He's happy. I mean, another thing that makes me question if we're even going to get this match at SummerSlam is, look, now they got matching jackets. So this might not be building to a SummerSlam match. It might be building towards your very first ever Women's Tag Team Champions. Ah, Raw, next week. Greensboro. Boy, have I seen a lot of Raws in that building. That brings back memories. All my friends in Greensboro have fun. I've met many a wrestler in that town. I've been to so many pay-per-views there. Fucking Unforgiven, Survivor Series. Gotta be something else. King of the Ring as well. The chair right behind me was from the Greensboro Coliseum.
Sasha Banks gets the nod for her team and Liv Morgan for the Riot Squad. And Liv Morgan and Sasha start
the Boss versus the Sis. I mean, we still... Is this the third week in a row we've seen this match? Yeah, if there's not going to be a heel turn here, guys, this is the most meaningless fucking match in the goddamn world, so let's talk about something else. 25-year anniversary of the Lex Express and Mrs. Doubtfire. Damn, 25 years Mrs. Doubtfire? Damn. I am not a young person. Wow. No, the Lex Express, man. I'll never forget that. That cheesy-ass music video they did. Horrible. That's why I can't take Roman Reigns haters very seriously, because they didn't live through the Lex Express. I did, and they have no clue what it means to have somebody truly shoved down your throat until you live through that shit. Brandon, hey, what, next week in Greensboro? You'll be there in GoodMicWork shirt? Awesome. I missed that arena, man. I still remember how to get there and all the shit, man. I stayed there so many times. we'd always crash. Usually we drive to Charlotte the next night for TV. And most of the time we wouldn't stay the night in Greensboro unless it was backwards. And like Raw, or like the pay-per-view was in Charlotte and then Raw was in Greensboro. Then we'd drive and stay there, but I miss those days. Lex did have a sweet-ass bus. I'll give him that. The bus was awesome.
Perhaps she's paying homage now. Swing that right fist like a hammer. Oh, and Bailey on her with a knee, or a foot to the face. Here's a crossbody by Bailey. Cover.
I actually don't know where Ember Moon is. I think there's just no place for her at the moment.
And Sasha cheering Bailey on in the corner.
I mean, as far as women's matches go, we only have the title matches, I think, for SummerSlam. Doesn't look like we're going to get anything else.
Very crafty maneuver. Logan and Morgan both continue to impress week after week. Oh, Bailey!
Wow, Bailey with a bump there.
I think she's knocked out. And now Morgan.
I was trying to remember the name of the song, Dan. Thank you. I'll Be Your Hero, or something hero.
Morgan's got to drag her back out toward the middle of the ring.
Horrible. Fucking horrible.
Out of the ring, but the Riot Squad
Oh,
in
man.
control. Live as Raw continues.
I don't know what Sarah Logan is, but I like her. I am a fan of Sarah Logan's. You want Kendrick to be the hey, I like Kendrick, Brian Kendrick and everything, but WWE champion? Nah.
The one and only Cheesy Bites Pizza with 28 poppable, dippable cheese-filled bites. But hurry, it won't last long because no one
The Cheesy Bites won't last long, y'all. So you better make that phone call. Them Cheesy Bites be running out.
Okay. What about here?
You don't want to call them and be like, hey, can I get some Cheesy Bites? And then they say, they're 86th. Should have called earlier. Do I know Omega? Kenny Omega? Yeah. Having beers with him later on tonight.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Buy one, take one is back at Olive Garden. Starting at just $12.99. Enjoy one of your favorites with us. And take one home for free. Buy one, take one for a limited time. Only at
Should I apologize for the technical difficulty? Cat ran rampant under the desk. Oh my god.
Here's your reminder. Laura says the heating ring is in the freezer.
Well, the cats strike again, guys. I'll be right with you. He ran underneath, and I spilled a whole bunch of shit. Actually, it's not too bad. I'll be with you in 10 seconds. Oh my god, I cannot believe that. You little asshole.
The ads are everywhere. Mexican spices and more nacho cheese sauce. Thanks for sure. Nacho fries are back. Now serving at Taco Bell. Allergy congestion can keep you from enjoying the moment. Allegra D combines a fast, non-drug
Alright.
powerful heating
Crisis averted. That was awfully close. He was playing around down there again, and I was kind of ignoring him, and then
Allegra D.
next thing you know, he hits the tower. I run down there to kind of grab him. I hit the desk. Freaking beer tips over. Spills dangerously close to the tower, and I freaked out, but it's actually fine. And there's still plenty of beer left. Oh my god. So that's like probably the third time something catastrophic has almost happened regarding the cats. A couple of months ago, Tito ended the whole stream. He shut the computer off. He laid on the power strip and clicked off the power button.
Just because
Fuck.
we smoke our new beef short rib and brisket for an absurd number of hours doesn't mean we love it more than
At least it all happened during a commercial break and during a shitty match, but Jesus.
probably will.
Ugh.
We have the meat.
I need to start sedating them when I do my live streams.
Has been in complete control of Bailey throughout the entire commercial break, and here's an example. Look at this.
Why are y'all putting numbers up? What does that mean?
Unorthodox style of Sarah Logan. A headbutt right between the eyes of Bailey nearly picked up a win for the Riot Squad.
Yeah, Sarah Logan. I just like her. There's something about her. I like everybody. I have no type. If I like you, I like you. Can I tell you who won all the matches? I don't even remember. I don't know. Don't make me think.
Extremely impressed with the Riot Squad. This team of Logan and Liv Morgan improving leaps and bounds each and every week.
2K Mello, I'm new. I'm new, I don't know what to do. You ever seen Joe Dirt? And he's, I think he's like when he's like on the oil rig or something and he fucks it up and oil's going everywhere and he's going, I'm new, I don't know what to do. So anytime somebody says they're new, I think of that. Dan Kinspa, you're new too. Subscribe, by the way, if you haven't yet already. I'm up here every single Monday, watching Raw with all of y'all. And it helps. Makes the show a lot less damaging to your inner soul. To be hanging out. It's kind of like group therapy. Hopefully all of us have access to alcohol. And we can get through it together. Maybe one day I'll put on a cowboy hat. I've never worn one before. I don't really like cowboy hats. They're weird. Joe Dirt, man, it's underrated. I fucking love that movie. It's so funny. Fucking Kid Rock. That would have been fun earlier on when Heyman was doing his promo. I could have been like, you crying, boy? Just like in Joe Dirt, and he's like, you crying, boy? Said that to Paul Heyman. Damn, Todd, you have quite the variety of things you watch on YouTube, between listening to music from the 50s and 60s and watching me react to wrestling in 2018. Not too many people probably have that playlist. No, I have no love whatsoever for the Dallas Cowboys. Not a big fan of the franchise ever, really. I've liked some of their teams back in the day, the Troy Aikman and Emmitt Smith, and that team was fucking badass. And all Leon Letts fuck-ups and shit, but overall, not a big fan of Dallas. And Jerry Jones is such a dumb little redneck. I can't stand him. There's Ruby. Well, that made this match worth it. I was just about to ask, like, what her deal is. And Logan's gonna pin Sasha. Alright, well, I'm glad to see that Ruby's injury wasn't that bad. Well, that's the end of that. So they're still together. Ruby's back, which I'm happy about. Alright, so it's main event time. It's 10 till. They're probably going to do a commercial break first. Yeah, this match is not going to be long by the time they finally get to it. Alright, we're going to get a Ronda Rousey video package here. Whatever. Yeah, my team my team is technically I remain loyal to all the Detroit teams. I just try to keep it simple. I don't pick and choose my teams. I was born in Detroit and lived there for a few years before I moved down south, so I just root for all their teams first. But in football, I don't really have a team because the Lions are never anything special. So I just try to enjoy the season. As a matter of fact, I think I'm even taking fantasy football off this year. I'm not going to play. I just don't feel like it. I want to just watch the season and enjoy it and not have to worry about a certain player getting yards and shit. I just want to enjoy the games. So I'm going to take a season off and sit this one out from fantasy football and just try to enjoy watching football on Sundays with no stress except for trying to get the Lions in the fucking playoffs. So, I mean, Rousey's initial match here on Raw, she's got to just tap her out. I don't think there's going to be an interference. There's going to be an interference maybe after the match, and Alexa shows up or something, but you got to think Rousey's going to tap out poor Alicia Fox quite quickly. So sad. Alexa Bliss is champion. Shut up, Michael Cole. Alright, so it is main event time for those of you just tuning in. Pretty decent audience in here, pretty decent amount of likes. So make sure you like and subscribe. We'll all watch this main event together. Rousey's first match on Raw. Currently doing a video package on the whole deal now, and we'll probably go to commercial after this and then start the match, which is going to put this match starting at close to the top of the hour, so it ain't going to be a long match. As far as super franchises go, I like the Yankees, teams like the Yankees and the Lakers a lot better than a team like the Cowboys. Just personal preference. Don't like the Cowboys, don't like the Patriots either. But really don't have a huge problem with the Yankees. I don't mind the Lakers. What's another super team like that? Boston Celtics. Don't mind them. They don't bother me. What's the latest with Mickie James? Where the hell is she? Remember the dude last week in the stream that said that Alicia Fox wasn't attractive? Pretty sure he's in jail now. Because we called the cops on him. Yeah, Pistons and Tigers and Lions and Red Wings. Those are my top 4 teams in every sport. I'm just loyal. Just out of loyalty. It's in my blood to be loyal. So Detroit was my birth town, and I just make things easy, and I just root for the teams there. So many of my friends don't think that way. I have a friend who's a fucking LA Dodgers fan and a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? How do you decide this shit? So I try to keep it simple. But I have other teams that I like. You know, I've lived here in San Diego. My family's been here for 25 years, so I'm a Padres fan, and I was a Chargers fan. A lot of my family went to Michigan State. I root for them in college. And there's some other just random teams that I like, that I've just found myself enjoying over the years. All right. Yeah, I don't know where Nia Jax or Mickie James is at the moment.
You don't want bad roads ruining good pizza. So we're doing something about that. If your drive home is rough on pizza, submit it at hatingforpizza.com and we might fix it.
Yeah, Baszler at some point, she'll be on the main roster, but no rush with her. Like so many in NXT. I personally don't care if they ever fucking get called up. I love how the fans like lose their mind. I can't believe they haven't been called up yet, or so-and-so hasn't been called up yet. I'm like, who cares? Leave them where they are. They're probably better off. No rush for anybody. I just don't trust WWE to handle anybody right from NXT anymore. So, stay there.
Presents an amazing deal for the entire family. Switch now. Get 4 months unlimited high-speed data for $100 period. And choose 4 free phones from
Ohio State, man, they're in a world of shit. I think they're gonna ditch old Urban Meyer.
100-mile detours and 1,000 likes. Looks good. This is the Pepsi for mopping, dipping, and dousing. Whatever you're craving, this is the
No can do, Ramon. As a matter of fact, one of my live streams that normally after a couple days I'll just make these unlisted, so they don't so they're not really on my channel available anymore. But I reacted to Enzo's music video on the stream. I didn't even show it. I just had it on playing, and it got like copyright matched. It was no big deal. I just lost all the revenue. It just went to Enzo. But if I play some Guns N' Roses, I will be in trouble, just like if I show Raw on the screen. So gotta abide by them YouTube rules.
There's a contract in every cigarette. When you light up, you sign up. Don't let tobacco control you. That's right. Megalodon. Wait, what?
Yeah, Aleister Black, he's a guy that I think's ready, but again, like, he actually I feel better about than some others coming up, because I mean he's pretty much, you know, he's no nonsense and straightforward, and I don't think you can necessarily turn a guy like Aleister Black into Rusev or anything, but still, even Almas is shaky. You know, they've had him in some situations on SmackDown and positioned him well a couple of times, but also, you know, they're in no rush to really get him over huge either. So I don't want to see him kind of like get stale and then never even gets a chance to do anything main event worthy. Don't really know the whole story on Urban Meyer. It has something to do with some allegations of an assistant coach a few years ago that he apparently knew about and didn't do anything. You know, a lot of these, you're seeing a lot more of this shit now with you know, guys getting busted for not speaking up or not doing anything properly. Where back in the day, nobody gave a fuck what you did. Some sick shit goes on, man, in college sports. We already know about the Penn State debacle and then the Michigan State thing with the gym teacher or whatever. Jesus. My God. Fuck college. Kids, don't go. It's dangerous there. Just become a YouTuber. You'll be fine. I'll subscribe to you. It's an interesting table for 3. Beth Phoenix, Natalya, and Nia Jax. Alright, triple threat next week. B-Team, Revival, Deleter of Worlds for the title next week on Raw. Which will probably end in some bullshit and then maybe a rematch on the kickoff or something. I don't care what they do, B-Team better just keep the belts. I like that Alicia's coming out to Alexa's music. Even though she's the one getting in the ring. Is that her captain's jacket? Oh yeah, wasn't she the captain? Remember when she... What was that about? Was that Survivor Series? She looked good in that captain's hat. Alright, so it is top of the hour right now. It's 8 p.m. California time. So we got about 10 minutes max here to get in and out of this match. I can't imagine them running that much over. Oh, and Caruso's in there too?
We are moments away from Ronda Rousey's.
That is a very pretty dress, Charlie.
Here we go.
This match is going to be 10 seconds long. They're going to do a promo now?
There's scintillating question about Ronda Rousey. Charlie, you've had all night to think of one question. All night. And the best you came up with was a question about Ronda.
Why are we doing in-ring interviews prior to matches?
Essence of a trailblazer, a former champion, which Ronda is not, by the way, and a pioneer to this women's division, Alicia Fox.
See, the jacket that Alicia was wearing, I wish that was like made out of black and leather. And Natalya wore it. Like Bret Hart had those jackets.
Don't be rude.
I know she's wore similar shit, but be better than the crap she's wearing now. What is Alicia doing?
This is the time where you actually put your journalism degree to use and ask a good question.
Okay. Well then.
Why are we doing this interview?
How did you prepare to step into the ring with the baddest woman?
Alicia doesn't seem to be too concerned.
Oh, Charlie. Ronda's great. She's so talented. I mean, even considering last week, I'm pretty sure she's still made up. Which is a check for me. See? Are you gonna play it? Come on.
This was last week on Monday Night Raw. And you see Alicia Fox and what she did to Ronda Rousey. The reason
Well, yeah, this match is going to be so short. Jesus. They are taking their time getting to it. And this is supposed to be the main event here.
I mean, even if we sit and talk about her accomplishments, UFC Hall of Famer? I mean, we're talking about an Olympic.
This promo isn't even necessary.
We're talking about the woman.
Just get her out there.
Illustrated.
Tap her out.
Right?
Way to go, WWE, in your main event. I'm sure nobody's changing the channel. Riveting stuff.
Survivor Series team. Well, the answer is no, but it's like,
Okay, Charlie. I think it's time I take it from here. You're dismissed.
Charlie's in good shape. Why didn't she beat the shit out of Alexa? She looks strong.
And the answer is no. She was not the captain of the Survivor Series team. You were, Fox.
I was the captain.
We're gonna get serious for a second, Fox.
I couldn't even name any of your partners or who even won the match.
Evolution. This
Have
is
no
the first ever
recollection.
women's pay-per-view. If it wasn't for women like you paving the way for all of us.
Chi Day? Are you serious? There's an all-female pay-per-view?
Before you had the
I have heard no
biggest
such thing.
here, I just wanna say
Wow.
thank you,
WWE
Fox.
like hasn't said anything about it.
Thank you for your
You're probably
contribution.
mistaken. Double check your source there because you're probably wrong.
From me and every single woman in the locker room. Every single woman except
Are you
one
serious?
girl.
What the fuck is going on here? Alright, it's 3 minutes past the hour. Haven't even started the main event.
Ronda doesn't even start the spotlight to challenge me for my title at SummerSlam.
So when's Ronda's fucking music gonna hit?
Well, you know what?
Any minute, I guess, right?
I'll deal with what's left of her in Brooklyn. So, Fox, let me ask you this. Have you spent the last
I mean, you talk about killing time.
so hard making sacrifice after sacrifice to let some overrated rookie just
WWE,
go out there and steal your
you suck.
thunder? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's what I thought.
Alright, I was about to say, when is this music gonna hit? I'm losing my mind over here. Alright. Rousey, what took you so long? I'm not even happy to see you. You should have been out here 5 fucking minutes ago. And your friend in her goofy ass outfit. Who's gonna turn on you at SummerSlam. And you just didn't need all that beginning shit. Spank me Ronda sign. That's nice. Yeah, I don't know. Good question. Are they going to do the title match type of intro here? This shit should be reserved for title matches. And this match, you might be right. This match probably is going to be 5 seconds long because we're running out of time. Who didn't rape anybody. Wake you up, Keller, when the show ends. All right, I got you covered.
It's one thing to attack Ronda Rousey from behind. It's another thing to stand in the ring.
Rousey, just go over there and get her.
Ronda right now just standing in the dead center of the ring, controlling the space, challenging Foxy to engage.
Why are you dancing around? I'd be scared shitless. All right, so Rousey's starting to go to work now on Alicia. She countered a punch, threw her down. Alicia's regrouping. She ain't got much time to regroup. We got a 3 minute match here maximum. Man, there's a lot of fucking stalling and bullshit between the promo and the video package and the commercial and the stalling and the distraction. Thank you, Screaming Mime. I'm telling you, I'm struggling. I like Ronda and all. Oh my god, that looked terrible. Terrible post shot. This is a shit show. This is your main event? Come on, turn it up. Come on, Rousey, save it. Start going nuts. So Rousey's gonna go nuts here, right? She's already pissed. Yeah, she looks mad. I mean, just knock her out. Jeez, pepper in her ass with those punches. There, now just swing her around, do your little thing. Lock her arm up. There you go. She just ragdolling her ass. Ooh. She's out. Keep her in the ring. I was about to say, yeah, go get her. All right, well, Rousey's beating her. At least what I'm watching, where my show is, she's on the outside of the ring with her. About to Samoan drop her. Oh, no. This has got to be it. This has got to be the finish. Damn.
Welcome to the Rousey show, Alicia. She'll be here all night.
Well, it's got to be it here. All right, that is the end of that. Did Cole say Bliss tapped? Fox tapped, you dumbass. All right, that was what it was. We survived. So from the time the show started, how many people started watching. How many are still alive? Did we all make it? 300 of us? We survived this? All right, so Ronda finally made Alicia Fox tap out after she finally got her back in the ring, but there was a hell of a lot of stalling. There was a really stupid in-ring promo with Charlie Caruso. And now we got another promo with Rousey and Natalya. Thank you for watching.
Feels great to be able to focus solely on SummerSlam.
Natalya.
And Ronda's like, what was that for, Bliss?
Alexa, it does not matter how tight you hold on to that title, because at SummerSlam, it's mine.
This shit's still on.
Ronda Rousey with an emphatic statement tonight. That was a promise, not a threat.
We survived.
Rousey goes after Bliss for the Raw Women's Championship. Will Rousey win her first WWE title in Brooklyn?
Man, I don't know about that main event, dudes. That was not... Oh, hello. That was not executed well. We had everything but a match, basically. And I don't know what was up with the title match style intro there. I mean, I know it's Rousey and everything, but come on. It's the only thing that sets the title matches apart, is that different type of intro. Now you're doing it for this? And she's saying thank you for watching like she's fucking Bob Barker. What the hell? Have your pets spayed and neutered. Jesus Christ. Not good. Not good. I give it a thumbs down tonight for Raw. I was looking forward to the Rousey debut on Raw. I like Rousey, but oh man, that whole thing just got so drawn out. Yeah, I agree with Natalya turning heel. If you want to have Alexa Bliss survive SummerSlam and leave as champion, that's where you do the heel turn. And I think that might happen. Right now, my money's on Alexa and Carmella to retain. I think Carmella might figure out a way too. Yeah, I mean, it was... I like the idea of the match, but that did not need to be the main event. And it was like, with all the stalling that they did, you think of people who are tuning in to the top of the hour, at the top of the hour, when a lot of other TV shows are starting, and you're in the middle of this shitty-ass promo with Alicia Fox instead of having Ronda Rousey in there kicking ass. Like, if somebody's watching Ronda Rousey throwing Alicia Fox all over the ring, you're probably going to stay tuned and not change the channel, unlike if you're watching the promo that we saw at the same time. And you're like, fuck this, you know? So, I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. Yeah, Raw was kind of poor. Yeah, Natalya did nothing to cut off or intercept Alexa. So Natalya just turning heel makes sense. I said it from the moment she appeared on camera during the shakeup and she immediately hugged Ronda Rousey. I'm like, yep, there you go. So... dreadful promo, I agree. So yeah, I think it's pretty much consensus that Raw not so great tonight. I'm trying to think if there was any good moments. We got new theme music debuted tonight. We had the B team debuted a new theme and a new chant that could potentially get over in time. And they're defending the belts next week in a 3-way. And probably going to do the same thing at SummerSlam. And I'm hoping that they survive both shows and remain tag team champions for a little while. Try to get them over. All right, good night. Thanks for hanging out. 4:13 a.m. in the UK. Damn. For me in California, it's only 8 o'clock at night. And I'll probably be up until 4:15 myself. So thanks for hanging out with me. Let's go over here and check and see how many people are watching. We got a good amount of people in here. Yeah, over 200. And yeah, let's try to get a few more subscribers in too. If it's your first time, please hit me up with a subscribe and like the video. We just sat through a very brutal Monday Night Raw. Very little took place. Very predictable segments. The opening segment from the first 2 minutes of the stream, I said, well, Kurt Angle's going to make a match between Corbin and Roman. And then he did, and we watched that. And then, you know, another predictable segment was the Kevin Owens show when they're off from the ring and off to the side there on the stage. And I'm like, well, why would they do it over there unless Strowman was going to come out there and tip it over? So he did that. He was hiding underneath it or something, threw that thing over. And there was just a lot of predictability to the show. And it wasn't just not a good lead-in to SummerSlam at all. Catherine, you're out of here. Good night. Take care. I am actually not far behind you. I'm going to be getting out of here soon, too, because I got some things to do, and I want to get working on a couple of videos that I have planned this week. I'll probably go back to the regular podcast episode this week, and I'm going to finish up Barry's video from the Patreon pledge sometime between now and SummerSlam as well, and between now and SummerSlam, I'm going to do a Q&A, like an all SummerSlam-related Q&A. It'll be a live Q&A. If you want your question, if you can't make it for the live show, which I haven't even announced when I'm going to do that yet, if you can't make it, send your questions over to goodmicwork@gmail.com, and I'm going to pick out a few to answer during the stream, and the rest of them will come from the chat. So keep your ear out for that, and follow me on Twitter and all that shit at goodmicwork. You know what to do. I'm not a true Rousey fan. I root against her all the time. I do? I don't root against her. I like Rousey. Like, I don't root her against her to succeed. Sometimes I don't care if she loses a match. Like, who fucking cares? But, I root for her success on the roster for sure. Yeah, Chon, man, these streams couldn't have come at a better time. It was getting to the point where if I had to watch Raw, I could live tweet, which was somewhat entertaining. But if I had to watch Raw for the purpose of the podcast and I had to make sure I'm keeping track of it and doing notes and stuff, it was so hard to sit through. And then I got the idea to do these watch-alongs, and man, it has really helped. So on some of these really bad Raws, we've got each other to support, or for support. Good night, Ramon from Shy City. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody for hanging out tonight. Yeah, if you guys want to throw any questions at me here in the next couple of minutes, feel free. Otherwise, I'm going to be heading out of here. Yeah, Wesley Chen, I'm right down the road from you in San Diego. So we're on the same time zone. So yeah, we got the whole night ahead of us. It's only 8 p.m. All right, we pulled in a pretty decent amount of subscribers tonight, too, so it looks like we're back on track. I don't know what the hell was going on last week in my Raw stream, but, like, it was just piss-poor-ass numbers, and I've never seen them so low. So tonight was fun. Seems like we're back to normal. And again, if you're just tuning in for the first time, I am here every Monday reacting to Raw, and you can catch my other videos and podcasts throughout the week on the channel. But if you need some help to get through Monday Night Raw, it can be therapeutic for us all to hang out together and vent our frustrations on the show in the chat. Favorite Joe Dirt scene. What made me think of that show? I forgot what it was. Why did I mention it to begin with? Was it you crying, boy? Or no, it's like, I'm new, I don't know what to do. I don't know if I have a favorite scene. I like it where he's in the he's in the house that's being fumigated and he gets all fucked up on the gas, and then he's like sitting in the sink with his face painted and a toaster in his lap and painting his nails. I don't know why I found that funny. But anything with Christopher Walken too was pretty good. I don't know why I find that movie. It's such a silly ass movie, but it's just one of those classics. I just laugh my ass off. Kyle, I don't think I have a favorite Monday Night Raw moment. Way too many. My favorite ever, I wouldn't even know what it was. Probably when Austin, at the night, I've mentioned this show so many times, the night after King of the Ring, 1998, when Austin confronted Kane. A lot of people want to point to like the Zamboni and shit and beer truck, but I just like the straight Austin promo. He didn't drive anything down to the ring. He just walked to the ring and cut just a fucking amazing promo on Kane. in front of a completely jacked Cleveland audience, challenged Kane to a title match, fucking Jedi mind tricked him into agreeing to the match, and then beat him in the main event for the title. Probably still holds up as my favorite Monday Night Raw ever. I love that show. The way Austin was giving it to Vince McMahon. Great shit. Great shit. Well, I left it on the USA Network, and I don't know what the hell I'm watching. What a weird-ass show. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of faith in Joe Dirt 2 20 years later. It's kind of like Dumb and Dumber 2. It took way too long to do that. And most of the time, part 2s are never as good. So if Joe Dirt 2 came out, I probably wouldn't even watch it. They did a second Super Troopers 2, didn't they? I haven't seen that yet either. I almost don't want to. I don't trust it. Because then I'll watch a stupid-ass movie, and I'm like, oh man, now it kind of ruins the original. So some movies are just meant to stay where they are, and Joe Dirt, I think, is one of them. I don't know why I'm watching the show. I don't know if I'm going to tune into the G1 or not. I probably will. I got some things to do, and I need some background noise. So, yeah, I might pull that up as soon as I get off the stream here. Raw is over, so no more Raw. Ronda Rousey did beat Alicia Fox, though. Not a really great show. Oh, yeah, I know. Joe Dirt 2 is several years old. I haven't seen it. But yeah, tonight's Raw was really nothing special. I'm guessing that the feedback on Twitter, social media, YouTube is not going to be good. And I wasn't, terribly enamored with the show at all. I guess it had its moments, but still. Come on, WWE. We got a go-home show next week. Let's hope that something good is going to happen. It doesn't look like WWE is promoting Brock Lesnar, so I don't think he'll even be on Raw. Which means I don't know what the hell they're going to do. And then it's SummerSlam time. And I did find out, just a little programming note for SummerSlam weekend, I will not be home for TakeOver. I was kind of thinking I could maybe work something out and be home on Saturday night, and maybe live stream TakeOver. But that's not going to happen now. I'm going to have to be at work, so I'm going to miss TakeOver. I'll try to get up and try to do some sort of a video on it if I can. But then for Sunday, I'll be home all day for SummerSlam, and I'm thinking it's going to be quite the project, but I'm thinking about maybe live streaming SummerSlam, my reaction to SummerSlam, like the whole pay-per-view. Just hang out and watch it. Might be fun, something random. I haven't done that for a pay-per-view yet, and SummerSlam is a pretty big one, so one way or the other, I'll be up here. I'm either going to be up here after the pay-per-view goes off the air, or I'll stream the whole damn thing and hang out with you guys. So I got some shit to figure out. He is staring at me, isn't he? I got to figure out what to do here in the next few days. Yeah, what's up, Gold Standard? Good to see you in here. Yeah, I think they need to step it up too, man. Tonight was like a show I was just dreading. I didn't even want to see. I mean, think about it. We're 2 weeks away from SummerSlam, a pretty big pay-per-view, and I'm like not excited to see Raw. We're 20 years ago. We're leading up to SummerSlam 1998, and now I'm on the edge of my goddamn seat every Monday. Now it's like, who cares? So tonight's show reflected that. A lot of the matches were, just whatever. And didn't do a whole lot to build any more, excitement or anticipation for SummerSlam that I didn't already have. It's not really like it used to be. Makes me sad. Yeah, and I survived it, AJ. Daniels, I'm the same as you. I didn't have a whole lot of expectations for the show either, which is why it made it easier. And the chat was fun tonight. The stream was good. We watched it. We had some funny moments in there, and all in all, I thought it was a fun night, which is saying something, because whenever we can have a crappy Raw but still have a relatively good time, it's a win in my book. I miss the diagonal aisles. I'd be totally in favor of WWE doing an old school theme show like that. The diagonal aisles and that funny ass entrance that they used to have with all the lights on it. I would like that. Okay, Cool. Thanks, Thug Yoda. Yeah, some people might prefer I just come up. I just think it might be fun just to sit here. I think a lot of people would tune in. It would probably do wonders for my channel. I'm kind of thinking selfishly on that. If I can sit here for 5 hours and stay focused and not lose my voice, I think a lot of people will tune in and will probably help increase some viewership. So I was kind of thinking more along those lines, selfishly. I know, the cat. He's chilling. He's sleeping. You can see him, apparently, right? No, you can't see his head, but he's laying down completely asleep. Oh, you're showing your ass to the entire internet wrestling community. I hope you know that, buddy. Oh, well. Hey, you're the second person to mention that, Vincent. I don't know if Cole saying Fox 1,000 times was by design. I don't know if that's a rib. I have no idea. Maybe WWE's mad at the USA Network, so they're screaming out Fox in their face. That's actually kind of funny, if that's the case, but I don't know. Probably not, but it might be. You might be right. It's pretty funny. But anyway, yeah, I know I'm kind of cutting it short this week with a pretty good audience in here, nearly 200 people, but I got to get out of here. I got a lot of stuff to do, so thanks for hanging out tonight during Raw. Keep a lookout this week. I'll be up here with a regular podcast, and in the next few days, I've got a review, Patreon review that I'm going to be doing. So you got a couple of videos, and I'll try to include a mic drop here or there. And then next week, I'll do the SummerSlam Q&A that I got planned, and I'll let you guys know real soon what the date on that is. And I'll get a date in mind, and I'll announce that in my next episode, 510. So you guys take care. I'll talk to you later. Peace.